All right. Welcome, Wildcat fans. I'm Cindy McCarthy, and I'm joined again tonight by Cody Ratliff, and we are live again from the Central City Gym where the Wildcats are hosting the Alburnett Pirates. Before we talk any more about tonight's game, we want to give a shout out to Next Bank. Next Bank is a financially strong community bank. Invested partnerships help their customers achieve what's next for their financial dreams. Next Bank has 5 locations to serve you: Central City, Cedar Rapids, Marion, Coralville, and Waterloo. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and we always appreciate all that Next Bank does for us, and we'll talk about them as we get going. So, should have some pretty good games tonight.
Yeah, this is kind of, the type of night you want right before district play. We've got a very competitive girl. Well, should be a very competitive girls, and the boys are both 13 and 5. Yeah. So only I think that our Central City girls are 8 and 11, and Alburnett's 9 and 9. So
I mean, you can't get much more even than that.
Yeah, as you're getting ready to play for your lives in the postseason, this is the kind of game you want.
Sharpen things up and see where you're at, really.
Yep.
Yeah. So as you mentioned, the Central City girls come into tonight's game at 8 and 11. And the Alburnett Pirates are 9 and 9. They met earlier in the year. You and I actually called that game at Alburnett. That was December 20th, right before Christmas, or right when Christmas break started. And the girls lost a tough one, 46-42. They pretty much dominated the game for the first 3 quarters, and then wheels kind of fell off in that 4th quarter and just weren't able to hang on, and it was a really tough loss. So, and the other thing is if you look at the never mind. That's the boys. So anyway, just a couple things here. As I mentioned, the Alburnett girls are 9 and 9. A couple names you're going to hear tonight are Megan Neighbor. She's averaging 12.4 points a game, and then Ray Arman is averaging 10 points a game. And the funny thing, if you look at the stats, that's kind of very, very close to the Wildcats, because I think Sarah's averaging about 13 points a game. I think I saw.
Yep.
And Fritcher's like at 9.7. Yeah.
Right there.
So we have two people that we rely on quite a bit, and then they have a girl that's at 6.8, and I'm assuming Malloy's at 7.
So we've got the upper hand.
Yeah, but
on
I mean, it's almost like statistical tie, you know.
Well, and then you look at the records, and you
and it's exactly. Haley Carolyn is leading in rebounds for Alburnett at 161, and then Megan Neighbor, already mentioned her name, she's in at 100. So those are some of the names you're going to hear for the Wildcats, and let's go ahead and talk about them. Or I'm sorry for Alburnett, but let's talk about the Wildcats.
Yeah, pretty identical again for the Wildcats. We've got Sarah Reed leading the Wildcats with rebounds with 141, and Emma Fritcher's got 124. So again, you have those top 2 for each team, and then the third leading rebounders for each team would be Lily Kramer.
Is that right?
Yep. Lily Kramer's got 62, and
Ray Arman's got 64. So I mean, it's crazy how close the stats are, man.
Yeah, these teams
and
are
a 4-point game, you know.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's about 3 minutes and 30 seconds here before we get started. And unfortunately, looking out there, Emma Treidel got a concussion against North Lynn. And unfortunately, she's still out. I see her standing on the bench over there. So that's just some experience for the Wildcats. And she was starting to shoot the ball, and she's definitely a 3-point threat. And that kind of takes that away. Sarah Ashley's actually starting to shoot the ball a little better from the 3-point line. And then Tesla Malloy is the other 3-point shooter. So we are definitely, and just a little bit of size. Treidel's probably, about 5'8", and, she was battled in there for rebounds and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
she had a few blocks. And
yeah,
it's kind of a bummer because, she was starting to develop that outside shot, and things were really starting to fall in line for her. Points per game were.
Well, she's the 4th leading rebounder, and she's missed about 3 games already. So what's that? What's that say? So
and you can't really go by points per game because the start of the year, I don't think she was shooting nearly as well as she was towards the end. So there was a little adversity there. But yeah, you take that kid off your lineup when you're not super deep and you're not full of seniors. It's kind of a bummer.
Well, the positive thing is that it didn't just happen yesterday. It's
Right.
been about 2 weeks ago, so the Wildcats have had a little bit of time to adjust potentially to their lineups and to making making some plays or having to play the rotation, minutes and that kind of stuff. So
Well, hopefully she makes it.
Yeah,
back
hopefully
for
she gets
postseason,
back.
And we're just
Yep.
on the precautionary side right now, and let teams scout us
Right.
without her, and then
Yeah.
throw her in, and
So we've got so we got about a minute and a half here. The Wildcats are going to be in obviously the home white uniforms with the black trim around the pants. I think there's black numbers. They're finishing up their shots here. The Alburnett Pirates are getting their last shots in, and they're in there traveling. I don't know, what do you say? Is that a dark gray almost, not
yeah,
black?
it looks like
It's a gray they got some gold on the trim on the leg there. And I'm assuming gold numbers or white numbers here when they take their shooting shirts off. We'll talk a little bit more about it, but you already mentioned it. Tonight's the last regular season game for the Wildcats.
don't they?
No,
they play
they're
tomorrow?
done. Oh.
They got Northland tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, I take that back.
Last regular season
home game. And then they finish up the regular season tomorrow at Northland. You're right. And then they'll open up play, and we'll talk a little bit more about that and kind of how that's going to work for the Wildcats. So last home game here for the last and who's we only have one senior who is
Lily Kramer.
Yeah,
is a
Lily
senior,
Kramer is the lone senior. So
that's it for the Wildcats. So
in between games, we'll recognize Lily and we'll recognize the boys basketball seniors as well. There'll be a little recognition there. So we're getting ready here for the starting lineups. For the Wildcats, we probably know it's going to be.
Well, you'd think Sarah Reed will probably be out there.
Fritcher, Sarah Reed,
Tesla Malloy,
Tessa
Sarah
Malloy.
Ashley.
Looks like Sarah Ashley and Lily Kramer are going to be the 5 starters here for the Wildcats.
Don't forget, you can, let us know who's listening and chime in on the live chat. We always like to see and
if you're out there,
see who's listening, where you're from, all that kind of stuff.
I don't know. You got to create an account, and you can talk to us, and we'll talk back to you. So we kind of talked about the Wildcats here, who's starting, and we'll see here in a second. It looks like obviously Megan Neighbor will be starting. She's a junior. And Madison Graubard, she's also a junior. Pretty sure that Ray Armin, she's a junior. Number 20, Schuster. Madison Schuster's a senior for Alburnett. And Abby Eschen. Oh, I'm going.
Just to let you know.
Yep. Yeah, I'm going off quick stats here. All right, so the Wildcats are starting what? We've got sophomore, junior, senior, sophomore.
Sophomore.
And then the Pirates have junior, senior, junior. So both teams relatively young. I do see another senior on this. Aaliyah Brown is the other senior.
We will be pausing here momentarily, I believe, for a national anthem coming up. Not sure who's going to sing it because
Briley Brooks is over there.
She is?
Yeah, they're back from
thought
there.
They're done with state jazz already.
Yeah,
I didn't think she was. She told me she wasn't going to be back for the game.
That's what I thought too. But maybe they
were
participated
right away
earlier. So we're gonna pause for the national anthem. Nice job once again by Briley.
Well,
So-
she's a
All right, we got our
tougher
number
kid
one.
than me. I could not sing a national anthem and come out and
You
play
might
in a
want to
basketball
tell
game.
Tanner the NFHS says delayed again.
Yeah, so
What time's it going to come on?
it's supposed to come on right now.
Okay. Well, maybe it will be. Keith
I
will
think
keep
because
us
this is
posted.
a makeup game
Yeah,
too, right? So
well, he told me he had everything.
right, he told me
yeah.
it was all set up too, but then it becomes an NFHS problem,
Oh.
and there's nothing we can do.
Well, Keith, keep us posted on that, the NFHS part of it, but we're glad you're listening. Our favorite Floridian listening in here. So we're going to get ready to go. Emma Fritcher's going to jump along with, I have 20.
All right, Sarah Reed gets the tip over
Haley
to Sarah Ashley.
Carolyn.
Now Lily Kramer's got it. Looking, we got a no, tipped. Wow, they're going to call it over the back, and 99% sure that Alburnett reached in and poked it out, and it's going to be a turnover.
All right, so
Man-to-man defense got in the Wildcats'
Yeah.
grill there and caused a turnover right away.
So neighbor, she's got the ball at the top of the key here, going over to Grabard. Grabard, neighbor, inside to oh yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say
If he calls a
inside
foul.
pass there to Schuster, and then that's gonna be Sarah Ashley reached in and tied it up, so they're gonna call that a jump ball. Wildcats got the jump, so it's gonna go to Alburnett. Neighbor thinks about it. She goes in. Oh, Fritcher. Fritcher should have taken a charge there.
Oh, well, regardless.
Yeah.
Wildcat rebound on a wild shot by, was that Neighbor?
Yeah.
All right. Reed's
And
got it now. She's going to dump it into the high post to
Alburnett's
Fritcher.
coming out man-to-man. I
Yep.
like that.
All right, back to her
Oh,
little
come
give
on.
and go action. Emma Fritcher misses the
Fritcher's got to finish those.
misses the shot on the block. I think she was expecting a little contact there, and there just wasn't anybody in the area code.
Yeah.
But Wildcats get the ball back here underneath. Inbound into Malloy in the right corner. Looking at Reed, right wing.
Looking for a lot of that
It's
high-low
Fritcher.
action there with Sarah and
Nice little movement here by the Wildcats. Now Reed's got it, left wing, over to Fritcher on the right wing. She's looking at a cutter, nothing there. Gets it to Reed. Reed squares up.
Oh, nice
weak
pass.
Side. Yep, nice little pass to the weak side to Sarah Ashley.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
Sarah
double
Ashley
dribbled.
tried to pass, but
Sarah Reed was setting a pick, and I think Sarah thought she was going to post up there, so there's going to be a turnover. So Grabard gets it into Neighbor. Neighbor's going to bring it up into the front court, gets it down to Armin. Back to Neighbor to Armin. Armin's checking it out. Neighbor, top of the key. Wildcats, or what do you say, 1-2-2? Or
1-2-2 is what
yeah,
it looks like.
a
Maybe a little
1-2-2.
3-2, but
There's
another turnover.
Schuster dribbles, and it goes right out of her hands, goes to the Wildcats. So Wildcats are heading up the other way.
Malloy's got it, top of the key. Neighbors all over her. Over to Lily Kramer. Lily's going to try to get by her defender and try to pass it out to Sarah Ashley, but a little wide, and it sails
You
out
know
of
what? They're
bounds.
man-to-man, and there was 5 girls over on one side of the floor. I don't think it against man-to-man. That's what you want, man. Spread out. So we got Neighbor bringing the ball up the floor here. Gets it over down to the wing to Schuster. And then Neighbor's going to go with 4-3, and it's good.
All right, makes it 3-0 here. Minute and 15 seconds in. Kramer's going to make a long pass up to Sarah Ashley, who's got it to the left wing. She's going to try to get by her girl. Kicks it to Sarah Reed. Back down to Fritcher, who's cutting down to the block. She's going to throw up a shot. No good. Rebound Neighbor going the other way.
And Neighbor's got the ball, and she gets it down to the baseline to Harmon.
She throws it
Armin,
off the
I guess,
foot
and
of,
then she hit the foot of one of her teammates, and
now
and-
Malloy's got it right
yep.
wing. Neighbor's in her grill. I think Neighbor's just guarding whoever's got the ball here.
right.
Call
Yeah.
it moving screen.
No, 5-second call.
Oh, 5-second call.
You know, I'm really surprised that the Wildcats are struggling here, because whenever we've done man-to-man, I feel like we've excelled at
yeah, we've
man-to-man
done a
versus
little better, yeah.
we get bogged down with the zone. So real quick here, it's 3-0 here. One basket so far. both teams kind of figuring things out. So we'll do a real quick shout out to Next Bank, combines the values of a locally owned, independent Eastern Iowa community bank with expanded services and the latest technology to meet our customers' fast-moving lifestyle. Bank on your success with Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So after that turnover,
Well, that's about the 5th turnover for the Wildcats to start
at
here.
least a couple there. So Neighbor's going to have the ball down to the baseline to Carolyn, back up to Neighbor, down to Schuster's down there, and then there goes, Neighbor should have probably, Neighbor should have probably shot it, but she, and because her teammate was boxing out, but I guess they get the benefit of the doubt there, and they say it was tipped by the Wildcats. So it's going to stay here with Alburnett, and there's another three-pointer by Neighbor. Wildcats need to identify her.
Yeah, she's got all 6.
It's just a man-to-man press, so they should be able to get the ball up into the front court here and get their man-to-man offense going. I like the way they pass and cut. There we go. Now we're starting to get some movement.
Yep.
They got to cut hard.
Sarah Ashley's got it right wing.
Whoa.
Lily Kramer was coming to screen for her. She thought threw it off her face.
Yeah.
Wildcats recover now. Kramer's got it, getting a screen from Reed. Good.
It's man-to-man. You should know where you're going to pass. It's just pass and go. I mean, and then again.
Now Reed's got it in the corner. She's going to take a shot.
Oh, yeah,
knocks it
nice
down.
shot.
Only going to call it a 2.
Yeah,
that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, Neighbor gets it up into the front court pretty quick here, and she's going to go all the way, and they're going to probably call that on Fritcher, I'm guessing. Fritcher probably could have slid over, maybe, potentially.
Yeah,
but my biggest thing is that 2-5.
2-5, Sarah Reed.
Oh, they called that on Sarah. The thing that I don't like about that is the Wildcats are playing a zone, and that's really the top guards need to make sure that they don't get penetration like that. They play that straight up man-to-man. You don't let that girl penetrate, because that's where bad things happen, is when you
get in the middle of that zone. And not much you can do there.
Yep. So that was Neighbor. She went to the free throw line and made both of her free throws. So it's with 3:55 left. It's 8-2. Alburnett's up. And Wildcats need to kind of get some things going and get organized. And there's
Neighbor getting a steal from Tesla Malloy.
And then Tesla Malloy's going to get called. Tesla Malloy's struggling here a little bit. 5-second call. There's a turnover. Lets the girl steal the ball from her. Now she just picked up her first foul. So there's 2 team fouls on the Wildcats. You need to protect the ball. You need to be strong with it. So Neighbor's in the front court here. She gets it down to Schuster. There's a skip pass, and they get it out to Grobert. She misses, but it's a long rebound tracked down by Neighbor. Neighbor bounce passes it to Carolyn, and it hits her in the foot, and it goes out of bounds. So Wildcats are going to get the ball back. Full court press here.
Yeah, man-to-man press. Inbounds to Malloy. Looked like, is that Neighbor? Yeah, Neighbor poked it out here. Yep. So we're going to start over on the side. We got 3:25 left to go. 8-2 Pirates. We're going to get it up the floor to Sarah Reed. Get it right back. There it is. Now Fritcher's got it. She's got a 1-on-2 break, and Neighbor. Looked like a clean block, but
Neighbor stepped out of bounds on that block and rebound. Then she stepped out of bounds. So that's going to be a turnover. Ball will go back to the Wildcats. Wildcats getting off to a little sluggish start here.
Yeah, just nobody's really looking for offense.
Yeah, just
against the
not being strong with the ball. Yeah, I mean, geez.
There's Fritcher with a nice baseline jumper, no good. So
that's a little outside.
I feel like
Fritcher's
we've only
lane.
got about 3 shots off, and all 3 have been Fritcher. Nobody else is.
Reed made one.
Yeah, Sarah Reed's got one, but nobody
Otherwise,
else is really
Fritcher,
hunting a shot.
So there's a pass into Eschen checked in, and Eschen's going to make a move to the right. No good. Rebound Reed.
Rebound Reed. Outlet to Lily Kramer. She's got it now. She's going to stop, kick it over to Sarah Ashley at the left wing. Take a couple dribbles. Get a move in here. Dumps it down to Malloy. Malloy's going to skip pass it over to Kramer. Kramer's nice little pump fake. She's going down the lane. Going to call a foul on the ground. Is that Ashen?
2. Looks like Madison Grabard.
2. There's no 2 on the floor.
Yeah, there
is.
Madison Grabard's first foul. Oh, nice pound. Oh, that's not a foul?
Jeepers.
Jiminy Christmas. The girl like body slammed
Yeah, inbound was the
Reed
read on the block. And
on the shot on the inbounds pass. Oh, and then they're going to call that a foul on Sarah. That's ridiculous. Oh, my God. Unless they get that for Fritcher. Yeah, they're calling that one on Fritcher. Wow. Again, this is what I'm going to say is you got to be consistent. Sarah gets body slammed, and then they call a little touch foul down here on Fritcher. So looks like
Grabbar missed the first one.
yeah, Grabbard's at the free throw line. She misses her first one. It's 2:24 to go in the first quarter, 8-2. Alburnett's up, and she misses her second one. Sarah Reed with the rebound. And Sarah Reed's bringing it up into the front court. She's double teamed, but they get to Malloy. Malloy's dribbles, gets it out to Ashley. Ashley's dribbling. Lily Kramer's got the ball. Pass to Reed. She's at the top of the key looking things out. She gets a pick from Fritcher, but nothing there. She gets it to Ashley. Ashley over to Malloy. Malloy gets the ball tipped from her hands. They're going to reset here, it looks like. Tessa Malloy loses it, gets it back, gets it over to Reed. Reed gets it to Kramer. Kramer shoots it, no good. Rebounded by Alburnett. And we've got Schuster in the front court, gets it to Grabbard. And she, geez, wow. Grabbard shoots it, and they're going to call Malloy boxing out. I guess I don't know what that call is, just to be honest with you, but that's going to be Malloy's second foul.
Well, I know we got at least two people listening.
Yeah.
Ashley Ratliff and Carson Ratliff
Yay.
are at home
well,
listening.
and Keith Knight's listening,
And
so there's
Keith,
three.
Yep.
So there's 3 free throws on this because the shot was so they're saying she was fouled in the act of shooting, I guess, that she was blocking out while she shot it. I mean, because she's getting 3 free throws. So if it's a 3 free throws, it has to be in the act of shooting. And
Right,
how can you
not
box
after.
out?
How can you box
She
out
was
during the shot?
boxing out. That was a crazy call here.
What do you
We
do?
got a bunch of young kids out here officiating, and so that'll be interesting to see. So she
the
missed them.
Next game kind of worries me.
Yeah,
man.
no
That
kidding.
was a football match over at Alburnett last
Yeah.
time between the boys. So we'll see what happens here. Briley Brooks in the game for the
Yeah,
Wildcats.
Briley Brooks checks in for Malloy because Malloy has to go out with 2 fouls. Sarah Ashley has the ball. She gets it to Reed. Sarah shoots an air ball. And Fritcher tried to save it, but Fritcher's foot was on the line. So that's going to go over to Alburnett. Wildcats looks like, are they doing a box and 1 now, or are they just, or a triangle and 2 maybe? Looks like maybe a triangle and 2. They're got Neighbor. Yeah, they're doing a little bit of a triangle and 2, I think. Neighbors gave the ball up to Grabbard. She dribbles in, gets it back to Neighbor. Neighbor's going to drive and kicks it out. Nothing there. Grabbard's got the ball again, and she's going to shoot a 3. No good. Rebound on Armin, and come on, call foul. How can that be a jump ball when she comes in from behind? Get your elbows out, Lily Kramer, and let her know that you've got the ball. Hit her in the face. The Wildcats just aren't being strong with the basketball. So jump ball, it's going to go to the Wildcats. They changed it up. First they were going to give it to Alburnett, but now they changed it back up. Looks like, Alburnett's still just a full court man-to-man. Wildcats just need to get aggressive and have some really sharp cuts and be offensive. And there's a handoff to Briley Brooks, and it's going to go off her hand. She's trying to do a handoff from Emma Fritcher, and there's another turnover. So the Wildcats just have not gotten off to a good start here. It's 22 seconds, 9-2. Could be way worse.
I was just going to say, you got to be thankful it's only a 7-point game, because that's got to be pushing dang near 10 turnovers for the Wildcats.
And there's Neighbor going all the way in, and 2 Wildcats go up, and they tip it away from each other, and it's going to, I thought they were going to call another foul. The ball got, they did call foul. God, 5-1, and oh my gosh.
Lily Kramer.
That's Lily just picked up a foul. Not seeing her doing anything different than Alburnett. So it's going to be inbounded to Neighbor. Neighbor's going to drive in. And, well, there, Fritcher just got away with one, but she didn't technically get away with one because that's the same stuff that they're doing at the other end. So, yeah, this boys' game could be crazy.
Yep.
So at the end of first quarter here, not a really very well played game. 9-2, Wildcats are down.
Neighbor hit those 2 threes to make it 6-0, and just
and
not much has happened since that. A 3-2 game.
Yeah, some free throws. All right, so we'll go ahead and give a shout out here. You want to
take over on my job here? Next Bank is a financially strong community bank. Invested partnerships help their customers achieve what's next for their financial dreams. Next Bank has 5 locations to serve you: Central City, Cedar Rapids, Marion, Corville, Waterloo. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Yeah, so ugly first half. Wildcats just I know every time a team's played man-to-man against us, I've been like, ooh, that's awesome because it feels like we usually excel against a man-to-man, and now Alburnett's not really doing anything.
No, they're not
crazy.
trapping hard.
They're just playing aggressive. I mean
Neighbor zip in your face wherever the ball is, but outside of that, I mean, it's nothing that the girls aren't going to see times 10 tomorrow when they play Northland. You know, they've just got to get ready here. We're playing like this is the 3rd game of the week and not the first game. All right, Grabard's going to inbound to Neighbor. Neighbor's got it. Sarah Ashley's out on her. Half court, and gets it back to Grabard. She's going to throw it not quite out of bounds. There's a carry there, but this Wildcats aren't going to get the ball no matter what.
Travel.
There's a travel. Oh, I really thought they were going to call Briley Brooks on a foul.
Haley Carolyn with the travel there. She kind of got pinched in between a couple Wildcats.
All right, back into the full court press, and now we've got Emma Fritcher bringing it up. Nobody's guarding her. She's going to try to get it to a pass to a cutting Lily Kramer. Hits her hands, but Lily not able to maintain possession. It's going to be stolen going the other way.
And there's going to be a shot from the baseline by Abby Eschen. So that makes it 11-2.
All right. Fritcher's got it now. Looks like Fritcher's going to bring it up. Oh, okay, or she's going to bounce past it to somebody. And
Wildcats just are out of a sync here.
Yeah, I don't know what.
So there we go.
We're going to maintain possession here. Gets it into Sarah Reed. Sarah hands it back to her. Now Sarah's got it again. Pump fake, goes right by her girl, goes up strong.
Oh, yeah, they're going to get a foul there.
Yeah, gets a foul. Good call there by Sarah Reed to see that and get her defender to move and go down and get fouled, but we finally get a shooting foul here.
So it looks like that one's going to be on Haley Carolyn, her first.
Reed's going to knock down the first one. Sarah Reed's got all 3 of the Wildcat points. Check it in for Sarah Ashley's Natalie Noonan. So what's sophomore for sophomore there?
Yep.
And Reed's going to knock that one down. Makes it a 7-point game now. Wildcats battling here.
Yeah, so Neighbor's bringing it up into the front court. And again, they've been doing a triangle and 2 here, and Natalie's on Neighbor. So Natalie brings in some high energy. So she'll give Neighbor a run for her money here and make her earn anything. Yeah, except for she just got beat. And then so they get it in, but then they kick it back out, and now they get it over to Schuster. Schuster shoots it, no good. Rebound by Reed.
Schuster shoots it. Reed's got it. She's running the other way, looking up the floor. Nobody else is moving towards the bucket, so she's going to try
and I don't know if that was to Fritcher, thinking Fritcher was coming, or a backdoor pass to Briley Brooks, who wasn't looking. But then coming right back down here is a Ray Arman with the 3-pointer.
Nice
Wildcats
run out here by Lily Kramer. Misses the layup. Briley Brooks on the rebound. She's going to get fouled.
Alburnett got it up.
Who was that?
Yeah, Arman shot that 3. The Wildcats get the rebound.
Emma Fritcher with the launch up to Lily Kramer there. That was a nice
outlook.
Play.
Unfortunately, Lily wasn't able to knock it down, and then Briley Brooks, I think, got fouled on that rebound.
Hannah Kramer's into the game now. Natalie Noonan's with it. She's going to get it to Sarah Reed at the left wing. Sarah Reed's going to get it to Fritcher. That's a foul. She was hanging on her.
Jeez, nice pass.
She was in her hip pocket
Sarah
there.
And
nice job by Fritcher to
Sarah
catch the pass, maintain
Sarah
it,
really
and shoot
looks
it.
for Fritcher, and they look for each other on whether it's a zone or a man. Here's the thing: just play straight up man-to-man defense. You don't have to try to reach. There's a shot by
Fritcher
Neighbor,
running the oh,
and Jesus.
Fritcher lost it.
Fritcher gets the rebound, takes it coast to coast, and then just lost it right when she was going to go up to shoot. So there's another turnover. And it's 6-11 with 5:44 to go. Alburnett's up, and Neighbor's just dribbling around people.
Oh, it's going to be
there's Hannah Kramer. I don't understand why we want to reach. Just move your feet, and sometimes you just play defense with your feet, not your hands.
yeah, all the time. Actually.
Yeah, that's what you should do.
All right, Tesla Malloy's checking back in.
So that was
Tesla's got 2 fouls, you said?
Hannah. Yep. Hannah
Okay.
Kramer picks up her foul. So that's 16 fouls. So with 5:30, there's a pass inside. Who was that? That was Carolyn with the shot. Missed on
I'm
the
not sure.
rebound. They're going to call that on Malloy.
What?
Tesla Malloy just checks in, and now she gets a foul. And so she's got her 3rd foul. But part of it, I'm just going to throw this out here as a general thing that I've noticed for the Wildcats, and that's just it, is we don't move our feet and we do a lot of reaching. And, you're going to get some officials are going to call it and others are going to let it go. And when you got 2 fouls, you got to get out of the way. So Eshen's going to go to the free throw line there, and she knocks down her first one.
Man, I didn't see Malloy anywhere near the play on that.
Eshen goes up with her second one. So Wildcats get it in here.
All right, Reed's got it. She got grab bar on her. Gets it over to Hannah Kramer. Kramer's going to try to skip it across the gym 45 feet, and it gets
that
stolen.
was a bad pass.
Can't pass it over 4 people here.
Nope. So the Alburnett's in. There's Ray. Ray Armand goes up with the shot, no good. And then that's going to be on, that looks like Carolyn goes up, gets the offensive rebound, goes up, and they're going to call that foul on Sarah. That's her 2nd foul. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They've called 8 fouls on the Wildcats, and they've called 3 on Alburnett. And I would say that they're playing with just as much, if not more, determination on defense than we are.
I would say they're playing far more aggressive than we
yeah.
are.
But so there's on the 3-point play,
Nice
free
box
throw,
out there
she
by
misses
Hannah
it.
Kramer.
Yeah, good box out, and the Wildcats are going to have to attack here. Took out Reed, so we got Sarah Ashley, Lily Kramer, Natalie Noonan, Hannah Kramer, and Fritcher, and there's a reach. So Hannah Kramer has the ball.
Kramer's got it, going to get a screen from Fritcher. Drops it to Natalie Noonan in the corner. Noonan's looking for Fritcher. Fritcher back out to Noonan. Noonan's going to take a 3. Looks good. There it is. 3-pointer.
Natalie Noonan.
Wildcats will take it any points at this point in the game.
Yeah, give the assist to Fritcher there.
Yep. Little inside-outside game.
Yeah.
Get that defense moving and catch and be ready to shoot.
Right. Neighbor comes up, and Eshlin dribbles right around the defense there and knocks down a little jump shot. So it's 17-9 with 4:20 to go in the 2nd quarter.
Every time the Wildcats hit a shot to get back in it, then Alburnett comes back and answers. Kramer, Lily's got it right now. She's going to
terrible pass.
And
there's a travel or a double dribble or something.
All right. Well,
the Wildcats are just like passing it off the dribble, just making terrible decisions tonight right now. And like you said, it's only 9-17. I mean, we're still in this game. And we're probably playing some of our worst basketball.
I think this might be a nice pass from Reed down to Noonan.
Travel.
Yeah, they call
another
it travel.
turnover. So they had a nice cut by Natalie Noonan and a good pass by Reed, but Noonan forgot to dribble and took 3 steps before she shot the layup. So Neighbors bringing it into the front court. She gets it over to Grabard. Grabard's dribbling here, and it's deflected. Goes back. Oh, there's going to be a steal.
Nice job. Hannah's got a run out going the other way.
And
the layup's good.
Go.
We'll take it. Good defense there. Finally move our feet.
Yeah.
Jump in a passing lane, get the steal, and you're off to the races.
11-17. Wow, Jesus.
Out
oh, my
control.
God. They're calling that a travel.
Well.
We got, right there, I'm going to say we got away with Sarah Ashley just freaking elbowed her.
We'll take it.
We'll take it because, I mean, it's 8-3 on the scoreboard. So there's a turnover, so let's see if we can't take advantage of this. 11-17. We don't probably have the – well, as we mentioned, the thing with Sarah with Malloy sitting on the bench is we're losing about 7 points that we talked about.
Right. Outside threat.
Yeah, so Fritcher has the ball. She dribbles, gets it to Hannah Kramer. She's checking things out, gets it to Sarah Ashley. Sarah Ashley drives, stopped, gets it back to Kramer. Kramer passes it inside to
Gotta be a
Fritcher.
foul.
Yeah, nice job. Fritcher is fouled. The girl comes in from behind. Was that Eshlin? So I think Eshlin.
Eshlin or Carolyn. I think it's.
Yep,
I don't know,
Eshlin
they
just
got
picked
two.
up. Eshlin just picked up her second foul there. So number 4, Abby Eschen's gonna probably come out here.
Grabar's coming in for her.
Yep. No, that's Armin coming in.
Oh, that's Armin.
Yeah. So.
Oh, Grabar's already on.
Yeah, Grabber's out here. So Wildcats have it with 3:13 left, 11-17. Let's get something out of this, Wildcats.
There it is.
Oh, for God's sakes. Dang.
5-second call on the inbounds play.
Oh, wow, we've had a
again.
5-second call. That was a quick 5 seconds, not
Well,
gonna lie.
looked
But
like
you
a
got to
pick-
go.
looked
You
like
got to
pick
move.
the picker, and then
Yeah,
the
you gotta
safety
do
came
something.
right down and was there. I mean,
I know, yeah,
that should work in 5 seconds.
I would say. So Neighbor has it in the front court. Armin sets a pick. Neighbor kicks it out over to Schuster. Schuster's going to put it up,
That's
and they're
gotta
going to,
be,
they're going to
yes.
call foul on Armin
Pushed-
on that one.
yeah.
Armin was
Armin muscled Lily
Lily
Kramer.
pushed
in
her
the
right
back.
underneath the basket there. Kramer was
Right
trying to
under the
box
bank
out
board.
right under that bank board there.
All
So-
right, pressure still on here.
Mhm.
Tough getting it in. We tried to.
Emma Fritcher can run the baseline.
Well, no, they didn't make it, so she can't run.
Oh, that's right. It's off a dead ball, but
But either way, we got to just get to
got to
a
get it in.
quicker pass.
And it's
on the
just man
inbounds.
to man. Yeah, here we go. So
Fritcher's got it here. She's going to get a screen from Kramer. They switch off, and
now
finally,
they're going to call that on
finally gonna get a
Neighbor.
call
Yeah,
on Neighbor
finally. Pretty
for the
sure.
reach. I think that's
Yep.
about her 5th reach, but it's probably her first foul here.
Yeah, so there's going to be Neighbor. So now that's 16 fouls on Alburnett. So it's 6-8. Oh, nice pass.
cut
and
by
nice
Hannah
cut.
Kramer.
Hannah Kramer.
Sarah Reed saw the cut, got her the ball, finished. That's her 2nd bucket in a row down there.
So Wildcats coming back here a little bit, see if we can keep our defense going. Harmon,
Oh, nice pass.
gets the pass and then passes it over to Carlin for the 2-pointer. So it's 13-19. Wildcats coming back here. We just got to get our defense under control and quit turning the ball over.
Yeah, Hannah Kramer had it and tried to switch off to her left hand and didn't quite receive the crossover, and it's going to be a jump ball.
But it
Should be
stays with the
Wildcat. Should be
Wildcats.
Wildcat
Yep.
ball
So
underneath.
2:16 to go, 19-13 here.
All right.
Wildcats making a comeback this second quarter. We just need to take care of that basketball.
Yeah, I want to see him run a little faster on this inbounds play and get the ball in. And there it is. Gets the ball.
Lily
to
Kramer uses her body.
Was that a baby hook, Cart?
That was almost a baby
that
hook.
That looked very
Yeah, she just kind
Dr.
of
J-ish.
yes.
She has no idea who that is.
Yeah,
though.
no doubt. So we've got Grobard is going to drive, kicks it out to
Jeez.
Carlin, and Carlin knocks down a little 7-foot shot.
Every time the Wildcats
Yeah,
get a bucket, Alburnett's right there to answer.
but the Wildcats just need to take care of the basketball. We're
Yeah.
starting to get into the flow of our offense a little bit.
Nice crossover there by Hannah Kramer.
There's a reach.
foul.
Yeah.
She got by 2 defenders, and the 3rd one reached and
Let's see who they
got
call
the call.
that.
So she's going to go to the line here, shooting a 1-and-1.
That's going to be on.
Some really good minutes here by the.
Yeah, on Madison Schuster. That's her first foul. So 7th team foul. So both teams are in the bonus here. This last 1:42 left of the second quarter. It's 15-21. Nice
knocks
shot.
it down. So Hannah Kramer's got 5 here in the first
Yeah.
half. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, somebody
When you're-
stepping
when
in.
You're low on bodies. And
You know, we talked about we're missing Tridal and Malloy's on the bench with fouls. So hopefully Hannah can knock this second one down. Wildcats take care of the basketball and quit turning it over, boy.
yeah,
You know, we're
They're-
not
they're-
even giving ourselves the option
they're
to,
clawing their way back in, Carth.
Yeah, they are. So Hannah Kramer makes 2. That gives her 6 points. She's leading the team in scoring right now. Neighbors coming up and tipped out of bounds by Sarah Ashley.
Tips it out and hits Coach.
Hits the coach right in the,
Coach Malloy.
right in the
Coach
back.
Malloy right in the back as he was addressing his bench.
Yep. And there's
there's a
another
steal.
steal by
Look,
Fritcher.
get over Sarah Ashley. Nice pass, Emma.
Yeah,
There it is.
Sarah Ashley.
Emma Fritcher with a nice steal. Jumped the passing lane, got her head up, saw that Sarah Ashley was streaking down the left
there's
side.
another steal.
2-point game.
Yep.
Right,
So we've got.
right back in it.
Yeah, who's number 30's
No,
checked
they're going to
in?
answer with that. Gosh,
Oh.
dang it.
We're going to triangle and 2, and they're breaking down our defense, and they're getting some good backdoor passes there. So I think that was Carlin with the basket. So 19-23 with 1:11 to go,
All right, Kramer's got it.
and
She
Kramer
stepped out of
plays in
bounds.
this gym every day, and she goes out of bounds on the sideline. Got to know where you're at on the floor. The Wildcats are just killing themselves with turnovers. That's what it's coming down to right now.
I would love to see how many turnovers we have, and the fact that we're in a game.
Yeah,
4-point
no
game
kidding, no
is
kidding.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So Alburnett looking things over here. Number 30, Lacey Neighbor. There's Lacey Neighbor. She gets it over to Grobber. Grobber dribbles in, shoots,
Wild air
no
ball.
good. And Armin gets the rebound, gets it to Neighbor. Neighbor looks, nothing there. Oh, deflected by Briley Brooks, but it goes right to Grobber. She gets it to a Neighbor, misses. Oh, and Briley Brooks just did not block out, and she was defending a taller girl, and she just took
up
it
and
right
over.
away over Briley and a putback there. So
All right, now Hannah Kramer. Lily Kramer gets it to Brooks. Brooks is going to take a 3, no good. 22 seconds left here, 6-point game.
got tough defense right here. We got Neighbor
Got to have a stop.
checking things out, gets it to Grobber. Grobber gets it over to Neighbor, a different Neighbor. And they get it inside to Armin. Armin shoots, no good. We've got a chance here. Sarah Reed sees.
She's going to get this half-court shot again like she always gets.
And she's due to make one of those. She hit the
dang it.
backboard this time.
Close,
Wow.
but no good.
Yeah.
6-point game. Going into halftime.
So the Wildcats came alive offensively a little bit.
Yeah, I think you got to attribute that to Hannah Kramer.
17 points there. They finally got some things going. They're still turning the ball over too much. So that looks like 16-17. Is that right?
That quarter, yeah.
Yeah. So Wildcats out. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds of when we went to watch the Iowa and Maryland game for the women, and I don't know how Iowa won that game because Maryland had about 100 offensive rebounds.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
had 35 more offensive rebounds.
70% of their points came on offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
If Iowa just boxes out, I mean, would have won by 20. That's kind of what it's looking like here, because when it's one thing to shoot it and not make it and have a bad shooting percentage, but when you're turning it over, you're not even giving yourself a chance to draw a foul, get to the free throw line, or make a shot, And the Wildcats
can't get them in any kind of trouble if you just keep giving them the ball.
they're just really being nonchalant with the basketball and not really being very aggressive. Let's go ahead and give a shout out here to Next Bank.
All right, Next Bank combines the values of a locally owned independent Eastern Iowa community bank with expanded services and latest technology to meet our customers' fast-moving lifestyle. Bank on your success with Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Well, this will give us a good opportunity here. We just we kind of go through the scoring. Sarah Reed here had 4 points. Emma Fritcher had 2. Lily Kramer had 2, and Hannah Kramer off the bench. She's got 6 points. That could potentially be a career high for her. Who knows? Natalie Noonan hit a 3-pointer, and Sarah Ashley had a layup there. So that's 10. I have an extra basket, it looks like here, maybe.
An extra point, I think.
Oh,
I think Hannah's
10,
only
11,
got 5,
12,
I
13,
thought.
14, 15, 16, 17. No, I got it. It's got 19.
Okay.
Yep. So 19-25 here. We're at halftime, and we were just kind of talking. The Wildcats will finish up the regular season tomorrow night at North Lynn, and then it's state tournament time. And it's kind of besides the beginning of the year, it's probably the second most exciting time of the year.
my point of view, it's the greatest time of year.
Yeah.
I mean, you love that first game,
Oh,
but
the
you
first
get the
part of the season, you're
postseason.
excited, yeah.
I mean, you're literally playing for your lives.
Yeah.
If you can't get up for that, then
Yeah.
you shouldn't
Well,
be playing basketball.
You're playing to go to state, and
Yeah.
that's, you
Yeah,
know, at the
everybody gets a
beginning of the
chance.
year,
It's-
you know, your goals are usually maybe a conference championship or a winning record or whatever. But then, you know, everybody wants to play to go to state, and that's where we're at here. Starting after tomorrow night, the road to the tournament starts, and the Wildcats they get to host a game. So Thursday night, February 13th, the Wildcats will be hosting Lisbon. So Thursday night I think you and Tanner are going to be announcing
Well,
here.
I don't think Tanner can do it anymore.
Why?
I can't remember.
Oh, I just talked to him this afternoon.
Oh, I thought he told me this morning he wasn't doing it.
Oh.
No, well,
I just
maybe
talked to
it
him
is.
this afternoon. Well, anyway.
Maybe the stepbrothers are going to be on the mic.
Yeah. Well, anyway, one way or another, we will be broadcasting that
I'll be
game.
here for sure.
Yep.
Guy, you better pray somebody else is on here so you don't have to listen to just me.
So we will be broadcasting. The game starts at 7 o'clock, and the Wildcat girls, you've got a bracket if you want to look at it. And I kind of they played Lisbon. And
Yeah.
Did you go down with me to that? I think I did. I don't know if I did that game by myself.
I didn't go. I listened to that one at home.
Okay, I think I might have been down there by myself. And we beat Lisbon earlier in the year.
Speaking of Mr. Carlson, he's out there trying to win his family some money. He's going to take a half-court shot here for $5. And
he hit the front of the
just
rim.
a little short.
We've got the half-court shot contest going to raise money for post-prom, and Coach Carlson just hit the front of the rim. But anyway, looking at the scores, I went down and I called that Lisbon game, and the Wildcats won 41-23. They pretty much controlled the Lisbon. Now, if I was really good at my job, I would have looked up to see what Lisbon's record is right now, but I didn't.
Yeah.
But I think they've lost more than they've won. Let's put it that way. And anyway,
and just like what we were talking about earlier, you throw the records out
because
anybody can beat anybody when.
But
when
it's
you get
nice
to that point in the game.
but that is the fun thing. And if you don't follow high school basketball, it's not like college where you have to win 20 games and you have to get invited to get a bid into the tournament.
Yep, this is a whole state's in the tournament.
Everybody, no matter what your record is, everybody's starting over 0-0. And that's what the cool thing is because you can be the #1 rated team in the state and have no losses. And if you don't keep winning and somebody upsets you, you're done. And so that's what's the cool thing is. And, you know, you and I are probably history buffs, I guess, when it comes to girls basketball. We coached together. I played 6-on-6. I played the state tournament.
Yeah, all the way back into the Peach Basket days.
Yeah, just about.
6-on-6 and what's this 5-on-5 these kids are playing these days, and I've seen it all.
But you know, from my high school perspective, when I went to state when I was a junior, I mean, that was like the highlight of my high school career, you know.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing
and,
I mean, what do they take, 8 teams in the whole, you know?
Back then, I played it 6-on-6, and it was 4 classes. So, yeah, it was 8 teams out of each class.
Yep.
And the unique thing that they did that for just like about 2 or 3 years is then they took the champion from 1A and 2A and 3A and 4A, and then they had them play.
Oh, that'd be cool.
You know, they had them play to get a final overall champ. But anyway, it's just an exciting time of the year, I know. And then if you win, the excitement gets a little more, and then the fans, you know, kind of get behind you. More
people start showing up, and next thing you know, the whole town's there.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting, and you and I were able to go through that as coaches. What year was that when we did that?
2010.
2010. And
so this would be about 10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years ago, we were able to get all the way to that regional final game. And it's just the way the people come around you and embrace the team and everything, you know.
Yeah, there's not much like, I mean, you look at our state football playoff game last year with Don Bosco.
Oh my gosh, the whole town of Central City plus.
Well, yeah, there was people that I have never even met before and have lived in this town for 30 years.
Yeah, we're there, and that's pretty cool.
You know, they're coming out, literally coming out of the woods and the fields.
It's just an exciting time. I think the state tournament time, especially for small towns. If you look, even now when you go down to Wells Fargo, it's not quite exactly the way it used to be, but if you look at the crowds from the 4A, 5A schools to the 1 and 2A schools, the 1 and 2A schools have, again, their whole towns are down there. The
Right.
student bodies are down there.
Schools
you
shut
know.
down
It
because
just,
of
yeah,
10
just,
kids.
It's just the excitement it's just a fun time. And you probably, if you look at state tournaments year by year, there's always going to be a team down there that's like 12-6 or
Right.
10-10, and they just hit their stride, whether they had somebody out or whatever, probably an upset or two in there,
Yep.
and they get to go to state, and it doesn't matter what your record is. So it's a pretty fun, exciting time, and like you said, this would be a huge game if the Wildcats can clean things up here the second half and take care of the basketball, and then come away with a win. This would be a great win for them. Tomorrow night's just kind of one of those games you just maybe. They got to go against Northland. Northland's got one loss.
Yeah, pick a couple of things
that you want to
wanna
work on.
and
Yep,
just
and
get
just
after
really
it.
stress those and say, hey, we came back. We came out of that where we wanted to, and then really get your focus set for Lisbon. You'll have a day to prepare. I'm sure the coaches have already got some stuff. We've played them once. Wednesday? Oh. So anyway, kind of an exciting time, but Wildcats, if they win, if they beat Lisbon, then they have to play the winner of Cal Wheat and Midland. Well, they beat Midland, and I don't know if we played Cal Wheat this year.
I don't think we played Cal Wheat this year.
Yeah, I don't see
I know we
them.
went, well, last year we went to Cal Wheat on a Saturday, and I won't ever forget it. Because
You went?
Yeah, McLaughlin and I went and drove all the way to Cal Wheat, and I think our girls decided to play about 5 minutes of that basketball game.
Oh, nice.
It was
Bad.
It was brutal to watch, and my goodness, if we could have played half as well as we did in that last 5 minutes of the game, we still came back. I don't know if we lost by what we lost by, but it actually became a game, and we literally only played 5 minutes of it. So, we returned a lot, and I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would think
I really
we should
haven't checked. Again, if I would have been thinking about it, I could have checked. But anyway, I don't know what Cal Wheat's record is. Midland, I know, struggling. They've only won a handful of games or a couple games.
No, the way I see it, we can beat every team in that part of the bracket.
Up until we get up to Marquette. I mean, that would be our third game would be against Marquette, and then let's just get there. So anyway, we'll talk a little bit more about this and the boys. So we've got the second half here just getting tipped off, and Alburnett's going to start with the basketball. Graubert's got the ball. Wildcats just look maybe like they're going back to a straight 2-3 zone. I kind of like that. Natalie Newton. Are we still doing maybe a box and one? There's a long shot by Grabber, rebounded Fritcher.
We got Sarah Ashley's all over neighbor, so I'm not sure. That's all I was watching. All right,
yeah, I like that aggressive move by Fritcher.
What? It took us a whole quarter before we made a play like that in the first half. So
yeah,
we'll
take that.
We'll let Emma Fritcher drive down and draw a foul here in the first 30 seconds. After the Wildcats got a defensive stop. So far, so good for the Cats. Lob pass into Sarah Reed. She's got it. Right wing
nice
dumps it to
pass.
Fritcher. Fritcher's going to go right off
the
old
bank board. She used that bank board. Beautiful pass.
21-25. Wildcats getting closer.
Yeah, here we go. Grauber brings it into the front court. Lily, I think they're just going maybe box. I can't tell without a cut. Looks like maybe just a box and one or. Yeah, it looks like maybe box and one there.
Yeah, I think it's a man-to-man.
Is it just man-to-man? Yeah.
Yep.
I'm okay with that. There's Armin. Armin
plows
plows in. Could have called a foul there, but they didn't. I'm going to say this is just an ugly game. I'm not going to complain about the officials. We've both gotten a break. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the boys'
Fritcher's got
game.
it at the free throw line. Dumps it down to Sarah Reed. She goes up strong
yeah!
and one. There it is.
There's that high-low again. Those two have really, as the season's progressed, really are working well with those high-lows.
Hannah Stewart and Megan Gustafson.
Yeah.
I saw Gustafson signed a multi-year deal there with the Dallas Wings.
Oh, did she? I didn't see that. Awesome.
Just off the press today.
Nice.
23-25. Good
Sarah
on the free
Reed.
throw. Makes it 24-25. Wildcats down one. This is how you wanted to come out at half.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So we got Neighbor getting it into the front court. Gets it over to Graubard. Graubard dribbling around. She looks like she's going to drive. Kicks it back out. She's got a dead ball. Gets it to Neighbor. Neighbor back to Graubard. Over to Schuster here. Back to Neighbor. Neighbor's going to drive. She has a runner off the backboard. No good.
Oh, that should be Wildcat ball. There it
Yeah.
is. Right off Neighbor's fingertips.
Yep.
Thought
Lily
maybe-
Kramer
yep.
kept it alive, and then the Alburnett girl went to grab it, and it went off her hand. Fritcher gets it
All
into
right.
Kramer.
Oh, there's the first trap we've seen
Yep.
out of the press.
Now
That should
let's
open it
break
up. Get it
this.
up. There it is.
Go,
Look up the floor. Look up the floor.
Sarah Reed, Natalie Noonan.
There's,
Whoa,
they
there
finally
we
get
go.
it to her. Noonan goes up left hand and misses
she's
it.
left-handed, and she misses it on the left-hand side. Oh.
All right, hey,
Natalie.
that's fine. We'll take
Yep.
it. We'll take a miss over. I'll trade a
But-
miss for a turnover all day long.
So
Give yourself
that was
a chance.
Noonan's first. So Reed missed Noonan, was wide open underneath. Reed hit. Did she get it back to Fritcher? And then Fritcher
Yeah,
found.
somebody gunned it from across
Yeah.
the gym.
And then Natalie
Finally.
had it there, and she's left-handed, and she missed it on the left side. But she'll make the next
Yeah.
one, that's for sure.
Yeah, but they're going to give that kind of look in a trap. There goes.
Schuster drives, no good, and then she passes it out of.
Oh, it's going to be a steal by Emma
Yeah.
Fritcher.
The rebound was getting tipped around, and the Alburnett Pirates saved it right to
I
the
don't know if
Wildcats.
Coach Malloy gave some pat on the backs or chewed some butt, but whatever he did, it's working
Yeah.
out right now. Kramer's got it. She dumps
Nice.
it. Nice.
Oh, man.
Kramer
there's-
got it to Sarah Reed, top of the key. Sarah immediately looked down to the other big.
We're
Yeah.
really doing a
at
nice
Fritcher
job
and-
of cutting down there.
Well,
finally,
we're
starting
we're
to
moving.
Yeah, we're
Finally.
finally look like
Instead
we
of-
know what we're doing.
Instead of standing and waiting
Yeah.
for somebody to create,
Yeah,
we're actually creating now. and
Yep.
getting your feet active.
there's a big free
And
throw.
tie ball game, cards just like that.
Yeah,
What were we down? Was it like? were we-
9, I think.
Well, what were we
I-
down in the first? Wasn't it like 17-2 or something?
Nah, it wasn't that big of a
Well, it
lead.
felt like it was 30-2.
I think 9 was our biggest deficit.
And now the Wildcats got their first lead of the game.
Yep.
I know we were down 6-0 to start.
Yeah. I would say 9 for sure, if not 10
Oh, I
at the
thought
most.
it was way worse than that. Oh, that's a double dribble.
Yeah, there's
Good.
Eshlin.
Good defensive
Yes.
stance by Sarah Reed.
Yes.
Kept her feet active,
Moving and
kept
didn't
her
reach.
hands in the air,
Yep.
and let them turn the ball over themselves.
Yeah.
Don't force it, trying to create something. Just let it happen.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Alburnett's on their heels here. There goes Lily Kramer trying to get by Neighbor. Gets it over to Sarah Ashley, who comes up a little short. Well, Wildcats better get running if they're going to stop Neighbor here. And
Oh,
Neighbor
she
throws
misses.
it hard
Good
off the
hustle.
backboard. Look up. We got numbers.
Come on. Oh, jeez. God.
Had a 2-on break with
I mean,
Malloy and
Malloy
Fritcher,
just-
and they're going to
I
call a
don't know
foul
what-
on Fritcher?
yeah, I don't know what. Jeez.
Boy.
We offensively keep her out. So we've got, that's Fritcher's second foul. So 26-25, 5 minutes to go here. We had an opportunity there to stretch the lead out a little bit, but unfortunately we weren't able to make that happen. So Schuster's got the ball, gets it over to Carlin. Armin, yeah, to Schuster, Eshlin,
Cutting
and
grab
then
hard.
Grobber goes in, and she.
Oh.
God, now that's the time where that, with some of the stuff that's happened, who are they calling that on?
It's got to be
That's
Reed.
on Fritcher,
Fritcher?
I think. I don't know. Yeah, Fritcher. That's her
Oh,
third
my
foul. But I'm not gonna lie. That girl, they both did. She cut right between the players and just put it up, and she fell.
Has
And
she
then we
tripped
got
over
other
Sarah's
times
feet, or-
that they're getting hammered and not calling anything. I'll tell you what, the guys' game could be ugly tonight.
I'm really worried.
Yeah,
for the safety
no
of that
kidding.
boys game.
So Grobber's going to go up with the second free throw, and it's good. So 27-26, Alburnett's up. We got 4:45 left to go. And Fritcher's going to get the ball in the front court. She gets it over to Brooks. Brooks gets it back into Fritcher. Fritcher's kind of deep. She gets it to Malloy. Malloy's going to drive, and she kind of throws it up. No good. And Fritcher, yes, Fritcher and Neighbor were kind of battling for the rebound, and it's going to go off and Neighbor out of bounds. It's going to be Wildcat basketball. Oh, now I guess some other official came in out of there who was way at half court. I'm not even
How can you
sure how
overturn
that happened. The guy who was right underneath the basket made the call.
Yeah, which was absolutely
Yeah,
the right
which
call.
is the right
Right-
call.
Right off.
Jeez. So Schuster's going to put up a three, no good, in and out. Briley Brooks with the rebound, gets it up to Malloy. Malloy gets it into the front court. She's dribbling the ball around, gets it to Reed. Reed gets a pick by Fritcher, nothing there. Oh, nice pass to Kramer to Fritcher, and Fritcher to,
Tries to get
just
Sarah Reed
right
cutting down the
idea.
lane.
Right idea, just not the best pass.
Well, what would have been
Let her
great
a little
there is
bit.
give it a pump fake,
Yeah.
and then boom, you got yourself a shot.
Fritcher was kind of awkwardly twisted there and wasn't able to get a good pass. So Grabbard comes up. Schuster's got it. Skip pass over to Armin. Armin for three, no good. And Reed tips it. Briley Brooks with another rebound.
All
Briley
right.
Brooks has had a couple rebounds.
Here comes Lily Kramer. Gets it up to Sarah Reed. Lily's going to cut. Nothing there. Good idea. Gets it to...
Oh,
Nice.
Fritcher!
Gets it to Emma Fritcher in the high
Fritcher,
post. She takes
no
one dribble.
arch, straight in, but she
Goes
used
up
that
and,
bank
and,
board.
and throws a laser off the bank board and gets fouled. So going to get an and one opportunity here. Wildcats up 28-27. Free throws no good. Rebounded by the Pirates.
That Fritcher missed that. So Grabbard comes in and she pulls up for a little jump shot and it dribbles around and goes in.
Answering the call again.
So with 3:20 to go, it's 28-29. Wildcats down by one.
There goes Malloy down the lane, and she's going to dribble off her toe and
goes out of bounds.
gets it out of bounds. Going to be going the other way.
All right, looks like Grabbard's going to bring the ball up. They take a neighbor out, giving her a breather, it looks like. So Grabbard's got the ball. Oh, no, neighbor's over there. Schuster's got it. Gets it down to the other neighbor. Bounce passes it in, but they're going to call travel. Yeah, if actually I thought they could have called the travel a little earlier.
All right,
The Wildcats get it.
Get the ball to Sarah Reed in the middle. Reed's got it. Going to get it over to Malloy. Malloy's going to bring it up. Puts her head down, dribbles by her girl, gets it up to Lily Kramer. Kramer's got it. Nice crossover by Kramer. Gets it over to Natalie Noonan. Noonan bounce past the Malloy. Malloy's going to take a three. No good.
Good hustle,
Fritcher's
sir.
right there.
Oh.
Didn't get a push out of bounds, so they're going to call just a step out there.
Yeah,
by
she kind of
Fritcher.
slipped around the Alburnett girl, but her foot was standing on the line when she secured the
I
ball.
kinda looked,
That
thought
was
she
good
got pushed.
hustle.
I thought she got pushed a little
Yeah.
bit there to hit that line, but
I like the hustle, though, here. But Grabbard's going to bring the ball up into the front court, over to Schuster. Schuster's going to hit a cutting neighbor, and she kicks it back out to a different neighbor. And, yeah, there's going to be a foul on that's going to be Armin there.
Yep.
That's Armin's second, I think.
at least her third.
Yeah.
That's her third.
Oh, Armin I've been falling asleep there. Armin's got three.
That's all right. I don't
We'll
have any
take
marks
it.
on my paper.
So she's got 5 team fouls against Alburnett, 3 against the Wildcats.
All right, here comes Emma Tridle. She's going to get pushed. No, they're going to call stepping out of bounds. Wow, Emma hits the deck. Looked like contact. She must have tripped over a paint mark over there.
You got to give them a chance to.
I don't know about that.
So Armin's got the ball, checking things out, skips it over to Schuster, down to a neighbor. I'm going to say a neighbor because I'm not sure what that girl's first name is. And then back over to Armin for the three-pointer. Hits the rim, no good. Sarah Reed.
Reed's got the rebound, gets it up
Come
to
on,
Noonan.
Natalie.
Noonan's in the front court.
And
She's going to
Natalie
miss the
goes to the
layup.
right hand this time, and Fritcher is going to
Fritcher's
pick
gonna
up
get
her fourth foul.
foul.
That's a tough one there. She was going for the rebound, and the ball hit the rim weird and like went straight down. If it would have hit and just bounced back, Fritcher would have had that offensive rebound. Fritcher's going to go out now, and they got Hannah Kramer, who had a really good first half. It's going to come in. So Grabbard, Armin gets it. There's Grabbard's going to throw it up for 3, hits the front of the rim. There's Hannah Kramer, who Hannah's really done a nice job tonight handling the basketball. She had maybe a turnover or 2, but who didn't in that first half?
No kidding.
And she had some points, and now she's gotten some rebounds.
There's Sarah Reed's
quick
jumper.
shot. Nice shot by Sarah Reed.
Wildcats back in the lead, 30-29.
About a 12-foot shot there. So we got Grabbard bringing it up into the front court. Gets it over to Armin. Armin's going to drive, kicks it to Schuster. Schuster's going to drive and dribble and bounces around, and there's Hannah Kramer again for the rebound. Tessa Malloy's got it for the Wildcats.
All right, here comes Malloy across the timeline. She's letting the rest of the girls get set up. Dumps it down to Hannah Kramer. Kramer's going to get a power dribble. Gets Sarah Reed in the middle of the lane. A little short. Kramer in there battling. And
He pointed there. I was going to say.
He's calling white. He just pointed.
was white.
Oh,
Stick
come
with your
on.
call and call it. It
Don't
hit.
overturn
It was white.
from 40 feet when the guy right there
Yes.
makes the call white.
Yes,
we go.
there you go. Stick with your call. That was good hustle by Hannah. She hit Sarah. Sarah's had probably one of her most open looks right there.
Yeah, that was the easiest shot
Missed.
she's had all game and missed that one. There's Sarah's got it down in the lane, kicks it over to Noonan. Noonan's going to take a
Nope.
three, no good. Malloy with the rebound. She's going to get fouled by Neighbor. We'll take it.
That-
All right, look at that, Karth. We're going to be shooting
Yep.
free throws here the whole fourth quarter. If we keep pushing the ball like
Was
we
that-
are now.
Yeah, that's
Neighbor's
Neighbor's second foul.
Yep.
Yep. So Neighbor's got 2 and Armin's got 3. They're 2 leading scorers. So, and is Armin still out on the floor? Armin's still out there. So Sarah Reed hits a backdoor.
By Malloy. Malloy gets between
ball
her hands
went
and hits
right.
her right in the nose. I
Good
think.
cut and good pass. The ball just went right through her hands, hit her in the nose, went out of bounds. So there's another turnover for the Wildcats.
40 seconds to go here. Wildcats up 1.
So Grabber's got it at the top of the key. Armin over to Neighbor. That's Lacey Neighbor.
Oh,
and there's a
tipped up by
steal
Noonan.
by Natalie. Come on, Natalie.
Make your layup here, Natalie.
Oh!
Gonna get fouled.
Are they going to call Lily? Ooh.
All right. Hey, Wildcats
Oh,
Wildcats are gonna be shooting
Lacey
here.
Neighbor. I didn't think she was even under the basket there. I'm not sure where that happened. Must have been on the rebound.
Yep. Yeah, I think it was. I don't know.
So that was a steal. Good hustle by Noonan. Noonan's struggling. She hit a three-pointer, but she's having a hard time with those layups. So now Lily's going to go to the free throw line and
Lily
shoots
came
an
up
air
about
ball.
4 inches short there.
So it's 30-29, 23 seconds left. Wildcats look a lot better. They're moving a lot better on offense. Still just need to take care of the basketball a little better and just knock down some of those easy shots, and we'd have probably about a 5-6 point lead here. We got to keep that defense going. Neighbor's got the ball, looking things over. Gets it to Schuster. Schuster, two-pointer. There's
Noonan with the
Natalie.
rebound.
I'll tell you, there.
Boy, get her off,
yeah,
man.
they
She's
got
all
6
over.
seconds. 6 seconds. See if Sarah's got
4-3,
another. There, let's go, Sarah.
Long three by
Oh.
Sarah. No good. Get it and shoot it.
Oh, Sarah's getting closer.
Yeah. That one looked like it was going to go.
Yeah.
All
so
right. Hey, how about that quarter, Karth? Wildcats take
Yeah.
the lead, 30-29. Had a feeling if they just quit throwing the ball in the bleachers, we
Right.
might have a different ball game, and so it started. Hannah Kramer kept them in the game in that first half, getting 6
And
points
you know
off
what
the
I
bench.
really liked is I feel like we're still turning the ball over a little too much, but
But we're being way more aggressive.
we're offensively we're being more aggressive and we're getting some good looks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
Killer's
what I
Fritcher there
really
at
like
6 that
is
quarter.
we're one and done.
Yeah.
When Alburnett shoots and they're struggling from the field right now, I didn't see maybe one offensive rebound. It seemed like we were doing a great job
Yeah.
of a one and done. Hannah came in and got some rebounds. Natalie Noonan was good. Sarah Reed's probably got
Sure.
double figures. That's what I really liked about that, and that's what we need to keep up. If we can keep that one and done, keep our defense going, and just take care of those turnovers and cut those turnovers down and take advantage of those good shots. We're doing some good job of passing the ball around and getting some good looks. We just need to finish also down there.
Yeah, a little worried that Emma Fritcher's out with those 4 fouls, but
Well, at some point here,
yeah, she'll be in.
she's
soon.
in. So we got Sarah Reed, Tesla Malloy.
Oh, there's a
Jeez.
turnover. Gosh darn
We
it.
act like we haven't.
Travel. Oh, I was over and back. So we
there's
got
some-
mayhem going on out here.
Yeah, and then Alburnett comes up with it here with about, and that's going to have to be a foul. That's where you just have to know, like Natalie, even though now it's our 15 fouls, so you don't want to be fouling them anymore because now it's going to be 16 fouls, and then they'll be at the free throw line,
Yeah.
and you don't want in a tight game.
You don't want to
You
let
know,
them get
yeah,
the
move
easy
your
ones.
feet.
Well, and I thought Neighbor reached across there and pulled
Right,
the ball
I did
back. That
too.
was over
Yeah.
and back.
Right.
Crowds are getting into it.
Yep.
They don't like
Oh,
contact.
good
There's a
defense
steal
there.
by Malloy.
Natalie, yeah,
Malloy's going
good
to turn the
defense.
Jets on, going down the left sideline. Going to get her for a push off. Yeah. Well, you know
Well,
what? If she
that's-
wasn't,
yep.
if she wasn't in her hip pocket, you wouldn't have to push her off.
Malloy just picked up her 4th foul. And that's going to be the
She's-
6th team foul.
She's going to
So
come out. Sarah Ashley's coming in.
from now on, every foul is going to be bonus shot. So we've got 7:25, 29-30. Wildcats are up by 1. And we got Grobert over to Schuster, down in the corner to Armin. Armin's going to dribble. She gets to the elbow, gets it to Neighbor, the top at the key. Neighbor's going to drive, do a little runner off
nice
that
shot.
bank board.
Nice shot
And
there by
it goes
Neighbor.
in. So Wildcats need to get things going here, take their time, execute. And
Noonan's got it. She's going to get by her girls. She's going to get a layup opportunity.
Oh,
get in there, no good.
Oh, and that, I
that
don't
was
know why we had
everything but in there,
yes.
Karth.
So Noonan misses.
Great take by Noonan.
Alburnett gets the ball here. Schuster's got it. Dribbling it around, gets it to Armin. Armin's checking things out, looking around, gets it inside to Carolyn. Deep inside, no good. Armin with the three, no good. And here we go with the,
Oh,
ooh,
that's a
that's
big
got to be a
foul.
push on,
That's got to
that's
be
on Grobert.
Well, I thought it was on Neighbor.
Nope, two. I
2-2.
think they are calling it on two, aren't they? Yep.
Two.
So that's Madison Grobert's second foul. And that should put, who'd she foul? Hannah?
Hannah Kramer.
Yeah, it should put Hannah to the free throw line. Like we mentioned, that's 18 fouls. So Wildcats, this the other thing is,
Here's your opportunity.
one and done, don't give up any rebounds. And then let's knock down these free throws here. Nice
Kramer.
shot. She's got a
little
nice
Kramer.
nice looking free throws there.
Little Kramer, big game, knocking it
Yeah.
down here against the rivals Alburnett.
Yep.
Intestinal fortitude by the sophomore. And that one's off the back. We're going to get a lane violation. We're going to get one more
that's
here,
on
right?
20. I think they called it on 20. And you
Yep.
can tell these are new officials.
Yep. So we're going to get another shot
Yep.
here.
Misses it again. Missed the free throw.
1 from 3 from the free throw line there.
And Neighbor in the front court. They get it down to Schuster. Schuster's getting it inside to Carolyn, and Carolyn puts it in.
Sarah Reed in foul trouble there. Didn't want to get another
Reed's
one.
got, well, Sarah's only got 2 fouls, so she can
did she?
play aggressive, yeah. A little more aggressive than that.
All right, Hannah Kramer's got it. Looking at big sis. Calls her off, dribbles that. Noonan's going to cut down the lane. Gets it over to Lily on the left. Back to Noonan at the left wing. She's going to dribble back center point. Gets it to
Yes,
Sarah Reed, who knocks it
tough
down.
shot, girl.
Tough shot, girl in her face,
Nice.
knocks down a 12-footer and makes it
Yeah.
33-33, all tied up. 6 minutes to go.
Yep, Neighbor gets it up to Schuster in the corner. There's a deflected by Hannah, but Alburnett keeps control of it. Grobert's got it at the top of the key, drives, turns around, kicks it back to Schuster, who's checking things out. Then there's Armin at the top of the key with the three, no good.
We got no weak side backs
Grobert,
out.
yeah, there we go. Talked about. But then Alburnett helps us out by turning the ball over. We just talked about how good of a job we were doing on rebounding. We didn't have a weak side rebounder over there. They got the offensive rebound, then just threw it out of bounds. So we'll take that. Wildcats 33-33 with 5:31, and Emma Fritcher's checked back in. So we got Noonan, Fritcher, Reed, Sarah Ashley, and Emily Kramer in. Noonan in the front court.
Pivot. There we go. Sarah Reed's got it. Dumps it down to Noonan. Noonan's got girls all over, and she just misses
man,
another
she
one. Man,
just-
she is like, I don't know how you can hit the rim so many
she's
times
hit
without
the
it
rim,
falling
every
in.
piece of the rim in the backboard, but it won't go in.
Her
Yeah.
shots have all been good shots.
Yeah.
They just aren't going in.
So it's 33-33, 5 minutes to go.
Alburnett's
Armin
kinda
over
throwing it around a
to
little
Grobert.
crazy.
Grobert's going to drive in and kind of weave around, and she puts it in over Sarah Reed. Lily Kramer has
Fritcher's back in.
Yeah,
Fritcher's
Fritcher.
got it. Hands off to Sarah Reed. Reed's got it right wing. She's going to dribble to the left. Dumps it back to
Nice.
Fritcher.
it. Get it, Emma.
And she's going to get
Count
fouled
it.
and knock the shot down. Nice job, Emma Fritcher. Ties it up 35-35 with a chance to take the lead.
That was a pick and roll, and to be honest, the Alburnett defender did a pretty decent job,
did,
and she
yeah, but
she
Fritcher was
deflected
just
it, and
Athletic enough
Yeah.
to wheel it in.
the
and-
deflection just went, and Sarah was,
Fritcher knocks
was
it down.
able to
Back
get it.
in the lead. Wildcats 36-35. Now we need a good defensive
Yep.
stop. Here comes the ball. Alburnett's got it. Left
Yep.
wing.
Grobert's got the ball, gets it over to Armin. Armin's checking things out, and she's dribbling and then gets it to Schuster at the top of the key. Back to Armin on the wing.
Not a lot of movement here by Alburnett
They
offense.
skip past to Grobert. Grobert over to Armin here. Down to the baseline, Schuster, nothing there. Armin's at the top, dribbling it around, gets it to Neighbor. Neighbor's going to
Oh, it's a
dribble. That's
carry.
got to be a carry,
Gotta
but
be
they're
a carry.
going
They're going to call a foul on Noonan.
No, are they going to call it on Natalie, or are they going to call that on Sarah Ashley, it looks like.
Huh.
Well, of all the ones, that's okay because that's Sarah's first. But unfortunately, that
Putting their
puts
best player at the line is a problem.
puts Alburnett at the free throw line. I'm going to jinx her. Neighbors shooting 70% from the free throw line.
Hasn't missed a free throw all night.
Hasn't made one, hasn't missed one. I don't know. I guess I'm not keeping track of Alburnett. And she makes it. Dang it.
Why can we only jinx our own team?
Yeah.
She ties it up. We're all tied up, 36-36, 4:09 to go, fourth quarter here.
You know, we talked about coming in, both these teams statistically are about dead even, and so we knew it was going to be a good game. So now Neighbor makes that second free throw
All right.
with 4 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. It's 37-36.
Yeah, Alburnett takes a full timeout here, up
Yeah.
one. That's good.
So go ahead and want to read out your
let Coach Malloy do whatever he did at halftime and get the girls coming out like wild animals.
Give a
again
shout
here.
out to Next Bank here.
All right, Next Bank represents a new approach to banking in Iowa. Expanded services, more technology, and increased personal attention. If you want to take your banking to the next level, Next Bank is the bank for you. Next Bank is proud to sponsor Central City Sports. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right. Well, this is exciting. We talked about it. You know, they're 9-9. We're
11.
Yeah, we were right behind them, 8-10 or 8-11.
8 and 10, yeah, whatever it is.
And we're 8-11, and we had two people with double figures. They've got two people in double figures. Just statistically, just went down.
Yeah, it doesn't get any more evenly matched.
And it's 36-37. And it looks like Alburnett's going to drop back here.
Good. They don't want to get any more fouls and let us get it up the line.
They're still going to stay man-to-man, but they're not picking us up full court.
All right. Emma Fritcher's got it. Crowd wanted to travel, but that's not the way we saw it. Lily's got the ball. She's going to dribble down the lane, spin out, kicks it to Sarah Reed to right wing. She's going to get a screen from Fritcher. Fritcher's going to pick and roll.
Whoa. Sarah really threw that pass there. That was
Sarah's
nice
now
cut.
got it in the lane. She's going to get a nice little jump hook. No good there. Rebound going the other way. Pirates got it. Neighbors running. She gets it up to Grabard.
Grabard's got the ball in the front court, dribbles, gets it to Armin. Armin's checking things out at the top of the key. There's a cut to Ashlyn. That's a travel. That guy's standing right there. How can you not see that she took 2 or 3 steps before there was a foul? They're going to call that on Noonan, it looks like.
Wowza.
That's going to be Natalie's third foul. Wow, that was a tough one. Took 2 steps, man.
Yeah.
She never did put the ball on the floor.
I don't think she did.
And just the opposite of Natalie, that ball hits the rim and bounces all the way around and goes in, whereas the Noonans were hitting the rim and going out. So 38-36, we got 3:30 left here in the fourth quarter. Ashlyn's going to get another shot. And it goes up and goes in, out, hits the backboard, goes back in.
Bounced
That's a
off the
worst free
backboard
throw.
twice,
Well, it's not the
goes
worst
in.
free throw shot I've seen, but it's not a very good free throw form.
All right, Malloy's got it. Right corner, gets a screen from Fritcher. Now she's up top of the key, going back towards the right wing. There, she's going to dump it down to Fritcher, but not.
Last 2 passes have just not been good passes.
Might be
as
trying
far
to
as,
force it.
Yeah, if it's not there, it's not there. Or think bounce pass.
Yeah,
But that's the one thing I think we do need to work on. We bring the ball over our head almost always and try to do overhead passes versus doing bounce passes sometimes. So Grabber's got the ball, gets it over to Armin. Armin's checking things out, gets it to the top of the key. Grabber's checking things out now. She's dribbling back to Armin, yep. And Armin's going to drive down the middle of the lane. She kicks it to Carolyn. Shot is no good.
Carolyn missed an easy one there.
Yeah, easy look and misses that one in the front
Malloy's
court.
got it. She's going to.
And we got
She's going to
timeout.
Timeout by her.
So the Wildcats are down 3. It's 2:33 to go. Wildcats just called a timeout. So we need to do something here. We need to get at least a 2-pointer. I'd like to see us somehow at least get a 2-point basket.
Yeah, don't need a 3 here.
Yeah, we don't need a 3, but I would like to get us something. Yeah, we did the pick and rolls, and it was just because they've been there. It almost is like they assumed they were going to be there again. And you got to give Fritcher a pass that she can handle. So it'll be interesting to see how we do this in attack. I'd like to see us maybe go back to a little bit of that high-low a little bit. Get maybe Fritcher at the elbow or Sarah Reed at the free throw line. I like Sarah at the free throw line because if they drop down off of Sarah, she can knock that shot down. I feel like she's got that shot a little better than Fritcher, and Fritcher down underneath the basket. So we'll see what the Wildcats draw up. Here's the buzzer. Wildcats are going to have it out here on the side. Looks like Fritcher's going to take it out of bounds.
Sarah Reed's going to post up down low. See if we can get her the ball on the start here.
Yeah, they're going to. Remember they did that one other time, and they do that a lot. Now they try there. They isolate. They are nice move by Fritcher, and there we go.
Fritcher with a nice.
That was
little,
a great. They took away the middle, and she drop stepped, and she went to her left. That was. And that's what a lot of these kids won't do because they don't want to use that left hand. They want to keep going to the right, and she dropped, and she used her left, and she got it to fall.
And misses the free throw, so we're down one, Wildcats with 2:25 to go.
Yep.
We got what we needed out of that possession. We got a good look. We got the bucket.
Now
there's a steal by Sarah Reed. She's got girls all around her. She tries to get over to Sarah Ashley. It's going to be tipped out of bounds underneath our own basket.
Sarah probably could have just pulled that out. She didn't really have much there.
2-on-4 break there, but
good defense there. Wildcats stole it right away from neighbors, so Wildcats are going to have the ball.
Reed's going to catch and shoot, and it's good. Wildcats back in the lead. Now get a stop on defense. Don't let them answer back.
Yeah, 2 minutes to go.
Can't take a break on defense.
40-39, and
Stop
there's
the ball.
Grobert. She comes up, throws it up. No
Wildcats
good.
Get the stop. Reed with the rebound,
Reed
gets it over to Lily Kramer. Lily's got it. Neighbor
nice
all
crossover.
over. Crosses over. She's going to go down the lane.
Get out of the lane.
Now Malloy's got it. Malloy's going to take a screen from Reed. She's going to pass it back to Lily Kramer, left wing. Kramer's surveying. She's going to put the ball on the floor, kicks it to Reed. Reed's going to stop and pop. Air ball.
Oh, you had hustle.
Rebound by Fritcher off an Alburnett Pirate tip. Now Kramer's got it. She's going to kick it over to Sarah Ashley. Ashley's going to take a screen from Reed. Set up the offense here. 1:29 to go. Timeout.
Not a bad
Coach
call.
Malloy. I like the call.
I like it just because, a lot of time here, about a minute went off and we went back and forth. We got it.
You don't need a shot, right?
But it's right.
You
but just let them know how many timeouts we have.
Yep.
We don't need to force it. Yeah.
Make sure somebody doesn't throw up a crazy 20-footer or something that you don't want. And if they're not going to trap or get out on you, just keep running that clock and wait for a high percentage shot.
So we got about a minute and a half to go. And it's 39-40, Wildcats up by 1. It's 10 team fouls for Alburnett, 8 team fouls for the Wildcats. So it's still a 1-and-1 bonus for Alburnett, whereas the Wildcats are in the double bonus. So that's nice too.
And that's if you're the Wildcats here, you want to run some clock, but you don't
be
make
smart
that an emphasis
if you don't force it.
It's always going to be a turnover, I swear.
Right.
Every time we try to run clock, any team I've ever been a part of.
Got to get it in.
There's a long lob pass. It gets
then a turnover.
Looked like a travel.
Yeah. Fritcher just didn't, the pick and roll wasn't there, and Fritcher just didn't throw it far enough. You can throw it all the way in the back court.
Wildcats up 1:15 to go, Alburnett
ball.
So
Neighbor has it over to Armin, to Schuster. Schuster to Grobert. And Neighbor has it, and they got it over to Neighbor, and I think Alburnett had a play they wanted to run, but somebody didn't do something right, and so we got about just a minute. I think it was at a minute 9, or a minute, just over a minute to go.
Just over a minute, I think.
And maybe give a quick read here to.
All right, what are you saving for? Whether it's retirement, your children's education, a new car, or just a rainy day, Next Bank has the right savings account for whatever's next for you. Next Bank is committed to help you achieve what's next for your financial dreams. Bank on your success with Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. 1-point game, minute to go.
Yep.
Alburnett ball. We've seen some games like this with Alburnett. You just gotta love it.
And
gotta love the opportunity to be this late in the game and try to knock them off.
This is a good timeout because now with the Wildcats, there's two things. You're either going to be ahead or you're going to be behind by 1. You got a minute to go. You got to know what the timeout situation is. Understanding what you need. Do you need to score? If you get the rebound right now, and it's a missed shot, be smart.
Yeah,
Take care of the basketball. They're going to have to come after you to foul.
Yep.
So 103.
Don't turn the ball over.
Yeah, minute 3. Schuster's going to pass it, take it out of bounds. They're going to get it into Neighbor. Neighbor's got it. She's getting a pick. She's going to drive. She's dribbling it off her knee, but she maintains possession. She's dribbling it around at the top of the key. Gets it over to Schuster. Schuster's on the baseline.
Oh, there's a tip
steal.
for Sarah Ashley. Is going to be a chance to get a steal.
Oh,
Wildcat ball, let's go.
Nice job.
All right, I really thought, Ashley was in position there. I thought she was going to draw a foul on Neighbor. Neighbor swung, tipped it out.
They didn't call the foul. They just said it's Wildcat ball. So Wildcats just have to get it in bounds here.
47 seconds to go. Sarah Reed's got it up 1. Alburnett's going to have to come after you. There's a nice pick and roll. And
that's going to be on Carolyn, I believe, number 22.
Yep.
And that's going to
Emma
be 2.
Fritcher came over to set the screen.
But you know what? If I'm the Alburnett, that's the foul.
That's absolutely the foul
She hammered her. Fritcher didn't even get it off of her hand hardly. So make her go, as far as Alburnett. Those are the kind of fouls I like if you're going to foul her.
That was her 5th, right? That was
no, Carolyn.
Carolyn's
5th.
She's
how
done.
did I miss that? I only have her for 2.
Well, you missed a
I
couple.
don't know what I've been doing.
All right, first shot, Fritcher knocks it down here. Wildcats up 2, 40 seconds to go.
Well, they didn't take her out, did they?
I don't know. Board said 5, so she can go sit. That's all I care. Fritcher's next shot's
banks
it in.
We'll take
a bank. We're sponsored by a bank, so it's only fair.
Yeah, they banked it in. In the front court, Schuster's got the ball.
30 seconds, up 3.
Being defended. Almost another steal by Ashley over Neighbor. Neighbor shoots, no good. Schuster goes up.
Fritcher got the rebound.
Either Fritcher or Reed. I wasn't
Reed's
sure.
got the ball, 22 seconds. Be smart with it, girls. They're going to come after you.
Get it in the front court. You got to get it in the front court. There it is.
That's got to be intentional.
Come on.
Let's go. That was 2 hands to the back.
2 hands to the back by Neighbor, and they just say that it's a normal foul.
Well,
wow,
it's gonna be a tough hill to climb. She's got 2.
That I haven't. I don't know. I must be missing fouls because it's her 4th.
That's her 4th.
I don't care. I've been paying more attention to the Wildcats.
We only care about the Wildcats on the Wildcat cast.
Yeah,
Sarah Ashley knocks
huge.
it down. Free throws huge for the Wildcats down the stretch here. Up 4, 15 seconds, 15.3 to be exact. Second free throw's on the way, and splash. All right, let's go, Cats.
All right, we got 13. Oh, don't foul. Neighbor shoots. No good.
Fritcher with the
rebound. Oh, they're going to call
They're going to call a foul. They got to call that a foul. They're looking they're hunting for a number.
They're looking at each other. I don't know if they're going to do jump or foul.
Yeah, it's going to be a foul.
Nope, they're going to call foul on 2. Is that Grobert? Yep.
Was it 2?
Yeah, that's
really?
They just.
I thought Schuster was
the
one in
20.
on the play.
They put it on. They called it on 20. Yeah.
Yeah, Schuster was the one in on the play.
Yep.
All right, so here we
Fritcher,
go. I mean, it's pretty much ice now. 5.8 seconds to go. 5-point game. Fritcher misses the first one. I mean, really, you don't mind a miss on this one. Get that clock running. And there's the miss, and Schuster's got it. That's the slowest clock I've ever seen. We're at 1 second. Shots up, no good.
Nothing.
Wildcats win by 5. We'll take it.
Wow, what a game. What a game.
Oof. Wildcats had some.
We came out and we
good
kept them.
There.
Alburnett scored 14 points the second half, and Wildcats ended up scoring 25. I mean,
when you quit turning the ball over, you don't let them get as many points, Cars. That's that simple.
Yeah.
I don't know how many turnovers they had in the second half, but it wasn't 400.
Yeah. Well.
So nice job by the Wildcats.
Yeah, great.
Second half
great
adjustments
second half,
were right on the money. We'll take it. That's a W for the Wildcats. Pulls them within 1 game of 500. We'll take that. Makes them 9 and 11 now. High five in the crowd. Sorry about that. We'll get back to the cast here in a second.
If you want to talk for a minute, I got some points,
get some updates. I'll do a next bank line for us here. I'll flip this over here. What's next on your list of financial goals? Wherever you're going next, Next Bank has a loan that's right for you. Your next car, next home, even your next adventure, all are within reach with a Next Bank loan. Convenient locations in Central City, Waterloo, Cedar Rapids, Marion, Coralville. Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. I mean,
Well-
I don't care what the stats are or anything, but you look at, the next bank player of the game, as Dr. Cronin likes to call it, and I don't know who you give it to. I mean,
I tell you what, in the first half, when we had we already talked, we were shorthanded with Tritle not in the game.
Yeah.
Then you got your third leading scorer, Tessa Malloy, gets in foul trouble.
Yeah,
she sat on the bench. She never scored tonight.
Yeah.
She never even scored. I mean, you
look at the sophomore class played a crazy.
Right. Hannah Kramer had 6 big points in the first half that kept us, and Noonan hit a huge
Noonan
three-pointer.
Only had 3 points, but man, I'm going to tell you, that was by
big,
far the best game she's played defensively.
And then her and Hannah, I bet you between them had 6 rebounds.
Probably.
And some steals.
Oh yeah,
and,
at least.
Then in the second half,
3 each.
Yeah, because Sarah Reed had 4 points in the first half, and Fritcher had 2 points in the first half. In the second half, Sarah came alive and got 13 points, and Fritcher got 15 points in the second half. 13 points and 9 points. So Sarah Reed had 9 points. She finished with 13, and Sarah Fritcher had 13 second half points, ended up with 15. Hannah Kramer ended up with 7. Has to be a career high.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can pick a player of the game.
I think you just give it to the sophomore class.
Yeah,
on
I
that
mean,
one.
yeah,
That
they
was
came in and had some huge minutes
heck
considering
of an effort by those guys
what
off the
happened.
bench.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Sarah Ashley had some big steals. She ended up with 4 points. She had 2 big free throws right there at the end. You know, the one thing I was going to mention in this the other night too, we made free throws. We're shooting as a team. I just looked like 54% from the free throw line.
Yeah, what were we tonight? I mean, we
were way over 50%.
We were perfect
I mean,
in the
we
first
missed,
half. We missed,
and I wasn't sure how if that counts as a miss, if it's a
that
violation.
lane
I don't
violation.
think that
well,
counts
if it counts
as
as
a miss.
a make, it should count
But
as
there's
a miss.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We missed 5 free throws.
And we made
Yeah,
it.
and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I mean,
So
we're
13
over.
of 18. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I feel like our free throw percentage are
That's
coming
better than
around.
50%,
Oh yeah,
you know.
and that's going to be big going down the stretch. Especially, we're going to go tomorrow night and play Northland. Northland's a 2A school, like you said.
Yeah,
They've
probably
lost
rated
one
in the,
game.
probably rated
Yeah,
in
I
the
think
top
they're like
5.
Yeah. Tomorrow you pick out a couple things that you want to work on, and
Yeah.
then you
You get ready for the next one.
and you get ready
that's
for
all you do.
Lisbon. I mean, Lisbon is not going to be as tough of an opponent as Alburnett, probably, But you never know. But because you said, we're all starting over. Lisbon's looking at this as a new season also. So, hey, congratulations to the girls, and exciting game, and they overcame a slow, sluggish start.
Oh, man,
2 points in the first quarter, you
Yeah,
know.
that was a great effort by the Wildcat.
Yeah.
I mean, those. Yeah.
And
an
that
ugly win's a win.
Yeah.
In that first half.
And it would have been easy to get down after that. They weren't playing good. We got off to a tough start, 9-2. They were just but they just kept plugging it
6-0
away.
in the first 2
We
minutes.
outscored Alburnett the rest of the game. We outscored them 17-16 in that second quarter, 11-4 in the third, and then 14-10 in the fourth. So we really we talked about that, picking up the defensive intensity, and then they got the turnovers under control. So if you want to, maybe you can talk a little bit about what's happening right now.
So we've got the senior night tonight. Looks like we've got not just the basketball seniors, but most of the winter sports.
I think
or activities are
band
out here.
maybe.
Well, jazz choirs, some of them.
Okay.
Looks like our pep band's got representatives.
Well, Kate Whitson would be
Cheerleader.
cheerleader maybe. I mean, she's wrestling cheerleader.
Yeah, but they already had.
Yeah.
They already had theirs at the wrestling. I don't know. I mean, that's the cool thing about Central City. You can be involved in everything, and I've had these kids for 12 years since they were kindergartners, and I couldn't name half the things that they are part of, and that's just the best part. Best part of being a Wildcat. You have those opportunities, and
so we got Christy Engelman, Bree Hackman, Harley Hollop, Kate Kate Whitson. Natalie Noonan is the manager. We got Keegan Kula.
Trey
Obviously, boys basketball, Trey, and Nick Reed.
And looks like Draven.
And we still got a couple other seniors. There's a few more
Did
seniors.
they just say Nick has 9 Tri-Rivers Conference records?
Well, probably like attempts and makes for free throw.
Throws, yeah.
I don't know about
points
percentage.
in a game, probably season.
That's
already.
and then like shot, like
We had rebounds the other
rebounds.
night. So career
Do they break it
rebounds.
up into offensive and defensive?
No, he just said conference records.
Oh, okay.
So.
So we've got
He doesn't play defense. What are you talking about?
Draven Silver's being introduced.
And then looks like we got a few left out there. So it'll be a few minutes here before the boys tip off. They got a 15-minute warm-up once this is done. From the looks of it, we got a few more to go here.
David Warrington's being introduced.
And he also does a great job announcing some of our sporting events on the YouTube channel. His future plans are to attend UNI to major in communications with the goal of becoming a sports broadcaster.
All right.
Great job, David.
Lily Kramer's coming down the red carpet now.
Lily Kramer, the lone senior for the girls basketball team.
And I don't know what her stats were tonight. 7 points.
She had 2 points in the first half,
And you
but
know
she
what?
did a really
she did
good.
a ton of stuff. I mean, it's not all. Everybody gets so wrapped up. I only scored 2 points. You know what? There's a whole basketball game out there. Like sometimes it's not your job to score. Sometimes it's your job to be the only senior on the team and lead and just do those things.
She's one of the main ball handlers, and she never came out. I don't think she came out once. She ran the offense, got the offense flowing a little bit.
For about 2 minutes that game,
yeah. So a lot of times, in basketball, that's the one thing, and in football too. You can do a lot of things that don't necessarily show up in the box score or the stat sheet, and everybody always wants to look at points. But sometimes that's just not something that's gonna be something that's pertinent. You need somebody who's going to play solid defense, maybe take the other team's leading scorer out of the game, break the press, you know.
And she was all over. I mean, you saw her all over Neighbor at times. And
exactly. So, again, the final is the Wildcat girls ended up 44-39. We're going to the tip-off for the boys will be in about 15 minutes here. We just did our senior announcements or introduced the seniors for the winter sports here, basketball, band. I think that was the band was Harley and Christy Engelman and Kate Whitson. I think they're in band maybe.
It could be. I know some of those guys were at state jazz competition.
Oh, they're back.
Vocals,
Yeah. So anyway, it's cool to listen to all the different things that these kids are in.
So we got the moving on to the boys' game here.
I totally agree with that.
No, you don't.
No,
All right,
so
Alburnett boys coming in at a 13-5 record,
and as well as
the Central City boys are 13-5. So, we talked about an evenly matched girls game.
Yeah, and this is going to be an evenly matched boys game. If you look back,
the same thing for this game.
December 20th, it was at Alburnett. And it was a 58-51 game, and the same thing happened to the boys and the girls. That the boys were in charge of the game probably through the first 3 3/4, and then just kind of the wheels fell off a little bit right there at the end. And Alburnett was able to get the win again, 58-51. But this is what I noticed: the Alburnett boys are coming into tonight's game on a 4-game winning streak. And if you look at the Wildcat boys, they're coming in with a 5-game winning streak. So both teams are playing some decent basketball right now, it looks like. So I'll just rattle off a couple names you're going to hear from the Alburnett boys side. They're led in scoring. Now, there is a little difference with their stats and our stats, so we will have to tell you this.
This is where you see
Shane Neighbor is leading Alburnett with 16 points a game. He's shooting 56% from the field, 57 almost from the field. He's down inside. He does a lot of inside work there. He's only shot 15 3-pointers, so he's more of an inside guy. And then you've got Austin Huber, who is averaging 13, almost 14 points a game. Now he's just the opposite. He's shooting 41% from the 3-point line, and that's where he's 135 attempts from the 3-point line. So that's where, and he also is a good shooter inside. He's shooting 45%. So we need to know where Austin Huber is for sure tonight.
Yeah, I've got a feeling Trey Orcutt might be Trey
or
Orcutt
Patrick.
Probably Patrick. I can't remember how athletic some of these other guys were.
Reed Stallman is averaging 11.7, so almost 12 points a game, and he's more of a jump shooter, inside guy also. He's shooting almost 60% from the field, and he's only shot 1 3-pointer. So Reed is another one. So those are going to be the 3 big names that you hear offensively from Alburnett, and then defensively, Reed Stallman's their leading rebounder with 176, and then Shane Neighbors in second with 116. So those are sort of the top Alburnett guys.
Yeah, a little more evenly distributed top to bottom than what you're going to see out of the Wildcats. But when you got a guy that's averaging 30 points a game, then you just give him the ball. I mean, Nick Reed's got 29.3 per game. He's shooting 51% from the floor, only 31% from 3-point land. But when you got 2 guys on you, it's a little harder to chuck up a 3 from time to time. So some of those looks are probably, volleyball line, NBA range, extended way out there. So just a little different style there.
Yeah.
But I can guarantee you if they give him open looks around the 3-point line, he's going to knock him down. So we got Nick Reed. We've kind of mentioned his rebounding lately. It's been
crazy. He's averaging, I guess I didn't notice, he was averaging the
18
last
a
game
last
was 19. Yeah,
was
18 or 19 a game. He's averaging almost a 20 rebounds, 20 points.
And you know, the fun stat is he's almost leading the team in assists as well. He's got 43 assists. Just the only one that's ahead of him is Trey Orcutt, and Trey's only got 3 on him. So Trey's got 46. So it's a lot of offense coming out of that kid, that's for sure.
And just like we talk every night, and to me, we couldn't, you said, who's the player of the game? Who's the player of the game for the girls? Well, we said this girl had a big play. This girl came in and did some good things. And that's the thing we always talk about every night is Nick needs help, and he needs the supporting cast. Really, against a team like Alburnett, if you're going to compete against teams like Alburnett, you've got to have your supporting cast. And Trey Orcutt's really picked up his level. I think if we didn't talk a little bit about Trey's, I think the last 3 games has broken his career high.
Each and every game, yeah.
I think he ended up with, did he have 15 or 16?
He had 16 in the overtime game because he had 8 in the regular half.
Yep.
Or in the
and
regular
then he scored,
game. He had the first 6 in overtime and had another bucket later on. So, those kind of efforts, if we can get that kind of consistently, I mean, the Wildcats were just announced. They got the 2nd seed going into the tournament time. So, that they're going on notice. They're playing well. They're playing really good basketball.
So we've got Trey, who's moved up, and then we've got Patrick, Wade, and Ethan Ty. Ethan's got a deadly 3-pointer if he's on. He's just has been a little inconsistent this year and has been in foul trouble sometimes, and so he hasn't been able to get into a rhythm. If he's in a game and playing, he seems to that obviously flows into his offense, but when he gets into that foul trouble, that really just doesn't let him get into that flow.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, Trey Orcutt, and David Warrington is another one. He doesn't score a ton of points, but he's hit some big buckets for the Wildcats this year. And Marshall Vandevet's been knocking down some shots here the last few games, in some big spots. So hopefully all those guys are on their A game, and we can take it to Alburnett and get a win. And so you mentioned a little bit, you've got the bracket for this too, and we can talk about it at halftime. We still got about 8 minutes, so the boys,
get your popcorn and get ready.
Do it a little different than the girls. They do a district, and then they seed themselves. They knew about 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, they knew the teams that were in their districts, and then what happens is they play up to a certain point, and then they look at the records and they seed you, and the Wildcats had have some big wins last week, beating Edco twice and Mac Valley, and those were the teams that they were kind of battling for that second, third, and fourth seed. And the Wildcats did a great job of beating Edco twice, and they knocked off Mac Valley, so that put them at that number 2 seed. So going into to their district, the Wildcats are going to be here at Central City on the 20th of February. It's going to actually be a doubleheader. To start off, it's going to be Edco and East Buck, and those two teams will play at 6:30 on the 20th, and then the Wildcats will follow at 8, roughly around 8. And the Wildcats drew Marquette Catholic, and we called that game at the very beginning of the year.
Yep, Wildcats won that game by 13.
We felt like they dominated the game and should have been up like about by 20, but that was just that one of those games that we just couldn't get shots to drop and stuff and weren't able to get away, and we kind of let Marquette hang around, but I felt like we were in control the whole game.
Yeah.
So looking for hopefully a victory there. And then if we win, we would go to Easton Valley on the 25th, and then we would play the winner of the Edco East Buck game. So if you want to find out and scout the teams that the Wildcats might have to potentially play, I guess I don't even know. I'd say Edco's probably the favored team in that game.
Edco's got a couple on East Buck this year.
And so we'd go to Easton Valley to play Edco, and then that would be a doubleheader. And then we'd play the first game at 6:30, and then Easton Valley will play the winner of Mac Valley and Prince of Peace. And so,
even so, getting that 2 seed for the boys
gives us a chance.
It's a little different. 2 like you would think, 2 seed, you're going to coast in, and then you look, we got Edco second round.
Yep.
We beat them twice last week. Once was in overtime,
and the other game was close.
And the other game was a close game too. So. No easy games.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially they've got a little bad taste in their mouths because they think they let one get away last week.
But you know what? The thing is that East Buck's not an easy out per se. It's here, so it's on a neutral court for Edco and East Buck. And if East Buck's looking ahead at us,
they could just as well get knocked off too.
Yeah, Edco could knock them off. East Buck could knock Edco off, even though Edco's probably seated higher. But that's the cool thing. That's why you play these games. And we talked about it with the girls. Doesn't matter what your scores are. It's everybody comes in 0-0, and you have to play. Because if we just looked at paper, there'd be a lot of teams sometimes playing in championship games that don't even end up making it.
Right.
Because when you don't play the games. I mean, you can look at the NFL. Everybody thought the Baltimore Ravens they had them penciled in for the Super Bowl champs.
Yep, and they got knocked out first round.
Yeah, and they got knocked out first round. And so that's why it's cool. Regardless of your record, everybody gets to play, and you got to bring your A game. It's one and done. The pressure gets you a little bit. Some of those teams during the regular season, if we lose this one, we're okay, one loss. And but it's a little different when it's one and done. That makes those free throws just get a little harder, and the open looks, maybe the rim's not as wide open as it looks normally.
So we got about 4 minutes, 11 seconds to go here before the boys tip it off.
Got a really nice crowd here tonight. I didn't. Obviously, senior night brings out some parents, but Alburnett's got a nice crowd over there. We kind of have a little rivalry with Alburnett when you're only, however many miles.
7 miles.
7 miles apart. So Alburnett's in their traveling purple jerseys with some yellow, white, and gold and white on the shorts, and Wildcats in their white home uniforms with the red trim, and they got the Wildcat on the side of their shorts here.
8 miles, if you want to be.
8 miles, okay.
Want to be exact.
Yeah, 8 miles.
About as close as it gets. Next town over, Battle Highway 13.
Yep.
I guess anybody we play is Battle Highway 13.
Yeah.
Except for Springville.
Huber's pretty accurate, but he's got a crazy shot.
Yep.
Like he shoots it with one hand. But
kind
it goes
of a
in,
Shaquille
man.
O'Neal free throw style.
Yeah, but And that's the first one he's missed that I've seen him miss here in a little bit. So hopefully he's using up all of his shots now and he won't have any left.
He's going to get a little overconfident here before the game starts.
Well, it's easy to make those when you don't have anybody guarding you.
Right.
Yeah, Owen, I don't know. We don't know what to expect. The girls' game, they did maybe do a little better job in the second half, but there was still some bumping and shoving and pushing that didn't get called. So it's just unfortunate with the way that the teams play Nick, and that with Alburnett, two of their best players are like, I don't want to say post players, but they're inside players, and so there's going to be a lot of bodying and stuff going on, and with guys, we've seen it. Just sometimes they get their tempers go a little more than girls per se, and not anything negative. It's just they get after it. So hopefully they'll call a good game here, and we'll have some fun, and the Wildcats can come away with a win. This is a big game too. Wildcats play tonight here. They have Alburnett. Then they go to North Lynn. North Lynn's boys are undefeated. And then they end here Friday night against Springville. It's just a boy doubleheader, JV varsity boys. And Springville's beatable.
Are you calling that game?
Yeah, Mac and I are.
You can have it.
Okay. Springville's beatable. They're athletic. They don't have a lot of size. And but they like to run. They're good shooters. So the Wildcats, and that you and I called the CVC game.
Yeah, that was you and Mac.
Yeah.
Because I remember even hearing Mac getting a little.
Yeah, I thought I was going to have to restrain Mac from going onto the floor. There was some tough calls. A lot of alumni in the crowd tonight, I'm noticing.
Yeah, we do.
I saw
Just
Riley
watched.
Byers over on the drums. Now I don't know who that is over there on the drums now.
That's CJ.
Waybill?
Waybill.
Oh, my gosh.
I know.
Looks like a grown man.
Yeah, he's got a beard bigger than mine.
Yeah, he
Fantastic.
does. Riley was over
Speaking
there.
of beards, see this Niall Coughlin beard down
Yeah,
here?
Niall Coughlin's back in the house, and Trey Hollub I just saw walk by.
Yeah, Wyatt, Gage,
Yeah,
the whole crew from last year's state football run. Trey Hollub. There's another one, Braden Orca. We got quite the alumni in the crowd tonight. Love it. Love to see him come back, I guess.
Yep.
I don't know, does it count? I'm an alumni too.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So we're just getting down here to the we've got 8 seconds left here for the Wildcats. Pretty much, they are going to have a change-up since Carlson's a softie, and he's going with his seniors.
Going with the seniors on senior night.
Yeah,
huh?
going with the seniors on senior night.
How often has he ever had a chance to start 5 seniors?
Yeah, true.
Never, I don't think. Probably
So,
first time.
Kind of a cool touch here for the seniors and the Wildcats.
Just got word the last time the girls beat Alburnett was 2011. Yeah. So
Wow.
That's been a trip.
Dang, I didn't realize it'd been that long.
For the Wildcats, number 5, Nick Reed.
So the Wildcats are starting all seniors. They've got Nick Reed, Trey Orcutt. Keegan Kula's going to start. Looks like Draven Silver's going to start. And I can't see who. Oh, and David Warrington's going to start. So all seniors, kind of a nice gesture on Coach Carlson's part.
Number 34, Draven Silver. And for the Pirates, number 44, Blake Spearsloggy.
So
And for your Wildcats, number 50, Keegan Kula. The Pirates are coached by Jessica Sharpton, assistant coach Alex Phillips, Brian Huber.
All right, getting ready here for tip-off.
34.
Wildcats are coached by Tanner Carlson, John
Yeah,
McDonough.
Draven Silver. Yeah. For Alburnett, it looks like Reed Stallman, Grant Sukup, Austin Huber, Shane Neighbor, and Blake Spurzlagi are the starters tonight for them. And again, for the Wildcats, Draven Silver gets the start, David Warrington, Nick Reed, Keegan Kula, and Trey Orcutt round out the starters for the Wildcats. And here goes the tip, and Nick gets the tip, and it goes to Draven Silver, who gets it to Trey Orcutt. Trey Orcutt's going to go against Alburnett, man-to-man. It looks like just straight-up man-to-man. They're fronting Nick. Nick's being defended by Shane Neighbor. They're just going to let Shane go one-on-one with that, and Nick puts up the three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Alburnett. We come up in the front court here. Neighbor's going to drive. He gets it over to Spersloggy. Spersloggy to Huber. Huber with the long three, and he got it.
No.
He was warming up with those, and he knocked it down there.
All right, Reed's got it. He's going to go down the lane.
Oh,
get
they're going to
fouled.
get Huber
Yeah.
with the call there.
Was it Huber or did they
Oh,
call
I
on
don't know.
40?
I guess. Yep.
On Huber.
Nice,
So Huber hits the
big,
three and comes
big,
down. And
big foul
yeah,
right
that
there.
was.
I mean, I think pretty much the offense goes through Huber. He's their point guard.
Now Reed's got it. Is that Stallman on him?
There's
And
Trey Orcutt with a
Orcutt's
three.
gonna hit a three. He knocks it
Yes.
down. Senior is playing some good ball.
I didn't see who
I don't-
passed it to
I
him,
don't.
but
It was, I believe, Reed.
yeah, sweet.
Call him the
Huber
pride
comes
of
in the
Paris for
front
a
court.
reason.
Yeah, Sukup gets it to back to Sukup. They get it down to Neighbor. He drives, then he gets it into Reed Stallman, and Stallman puts it up and gets 2 points there. Nick Reed into the front court. He's going to take it to his left, pulls up at the elbow. Nick Reed knocks it down, so it's 6:42, and it's 5-5. Huber gets it into the front court, and we've got Sukup. They get it in, and then back to Huber. Spersloggy has it. He's being defended by Warrington. He's dead. He gets it to Stallman. Then they get it to Stallman at the elbow. He gets it over to Huber. Huber goes up for another three. No good. Rebounded inside by Neighbor, but he wasn't able to finish down there.
Yep, Draven Silver gets it. Outlets
Yeah.
to Reed. Keegan Kula's got it in the corner. He's going to go around his guy. Kicks it back to Reed. Now Draven's got it. Baseline. Back out to Keegan. Thinks about the shot. He's going to put it on the floor. Pivot back out. Kicks it to Draven. Now Trey Orcutt, left wing. Good ball moving here by the boys. Reed's calling them off here. Reed's got it out by half court. Is that
That's
Spersloggy?
Spersloggy now.
He's going to go by Spersloggy, take a nice little mid-range jumper. No good. Rebound, Draven Silver. Go back up with it, Draven. There he goes up. Oh, no good. No foul. Boy, that's a couple of big bodies down there.
Stallman rebounds and brings it into the front court. He looks at the three, thinks about it, kicks it over to Huber. Huber gets it over to Sukup. Sukup to Stallman. Stallman with the left hand just right in front of the rim, knocks it down. Nice little soft touch there. Reed's got it. He gets it over to Kula. Kula on the baseline with 3-point, no good. Rebound, Spersloggy. Up into the front court, Spersloggy gets it to Huber. Kind of a bad pass, but Huber chases it down. Sukup down to Neighbor. Neighbor's going to go around. Silver kicks it out to Spersloggy to Sukup. And there's Reed Stallman in the middle
3
lane.
seconds.
Can't
Get him
believe
out of there.
Yeah. And there's
Air
an
ball.
air ball by, is that Grant Sukup with the air ball? Yeah, Stallman had a nice little shot right there in the middle lane. I can't believe he passed it up. And then, they could have
He
called
just
him for
kinda stood
three.
there. I mean,
So Draven and David Warrington go out. Draven had a rebound while he was in. He has a nice effort.
Ethan Ty and
Yep,
Patrick
Patrick
Wade
Wade.
are in the game now. Nick Reed's got it, left wing.
So
Gets the screen
Alburnett's
from
just,
Kula.
they're going to call a
Hey,
block
all right.
on
Stallman. Is that his?
Stallman.
No.
That's his first.
That's his first. I was thinking he got the first one, but
Nope.
it was
Stallman
Huber.
and Huber. There's the second team foul. So Alburnett, this is one of just maybe one or two times that anybody's just
All right,
went
Keegan.
ahead and played Nick straight up. Nick, little
High up.
deep there on that turnaround. Rebound by Stallman. Stallman gets it to Huber. Huber over to Spersloggy. Into Stallman at the left elbow. In and out. Rebound Reed.
Reed's got it here, looking up, staring down the 5 defenders. Trey Orcutt's going to pop a three from the right wing. Oh, in and
No
out.
good. Oh, they're going to call Patrick.
You know, they're going to
Oh,
jump ball.
jump ball. That's good. That's
I could
a good
see
call.
them calling the foul, but if you look,
Because they really,
he was inside.
Yeah,
like
yep, they
he
both
was
grabbed it at the
underneath.
same time.
It looked like he got those arms out and around.
Yeah.
Was it Huber or
Yep.
But he was inside. He had inside position. I think that's a good call.
Yeah. 4 minutes to go here. 7-5. Alburnett's up. Alburnett's going to get that jump ball on alternate possessions there, so they are going to get the ball. Huber gets it inside to Neighbor. Neighbor takes it up. Nick was sort of blocked out of the way and really couldn't do anything to that shot.
All right, Nick's got it. Wildcats down 4. Reed's got it. He's going to go up and get the easy lay in there.
Yeah,
nice
that's
assist
a nice
by Keegan
give
Kula.
and go right there
Yep.
to Keegan. Nick looked like he was going to set a pick, and then he just cut to the basket.
Yep, Pirates
and
got a
Keegan
little
hit him.
loss there
Yeah.
in the switch. And
So Stallman gets it at the elbow, kicks it back out to, who was that? Balderston, who checked in. That was a miss. Rebound, was that Nick?
I don't think so,
No.
but I don't remember who. There's Ethan Ty from the corner. Bang, there it
yeah.
is. Wildcats take the lead, 10-9. 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Addison Ratliff's going nuts over here in the bleachers.
That's nice to see Ethan get his first three-pointer. Hopefully that gives him some confidence.
Yep,
so
he needs about
Stallman's got
16
it.
this game.
Goes in the middle of the lane, kicks it out to Spurzlagi.
Nope.
Spurzlagi for 3.
Rebound Kula.
If we can make him shoot threes, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, looks like Marshall Vanderbeek's going to be coming in.
Yep.
We talked about that supporting cast. They're not really scoring, but they're doing things, and they're being active. They're getting those rebounds. Nick had 31 rebounds last week in a game. You're not going to get that every night. You need some other guys to get the boards, and the Wildcats are crashing. Patrick Wade's got it, right wing. Nice backdoor cut by Nick Reed. No entry pass, though. Now Ethan Ty's got it on the left. He's going to dribble to the middle. Bounce pass back to Patrick Wade. Wade's going to dribble back. Gets it to Ty. Ty looks at Keegan Kula in the corner. A little isolation here for Nick Reed. Keegan forces it down to him. Tips it back out to Patrick Wade. Right back to Reed. Keegan is threading the needle here, and there's a bucket for Reed. Boy,
Nick
living dangerous there, Keegan Kula, but
yeah.
hey, it's not a turnover,
Well, when
so
you're
keep doing
passing it into somebody who's 6'7" and he maybe can jump 20 inches,
Well, that's
it's
true.
hard to throw it over his head. Huber has it, gets it to Stallman at the elbow. Stallman kicks it out to Balderston and into Neighbor. It's tipped. Alburnett picks it up, and there's Spurzlagi. Yep, that was a bad. That Patrick should have just he was on the side. He didn't really have anything. So I think Patrick Wade's going to pick up his first foul. Not really the best foul, but we're at 1:48, and it's Wildcats just picked up their first foul, and that's 2 fouls on Alburnett. It's 9-12. Wildcats up. Spurzlagi goes to the free throw line, knocks down his first free throw. And so Spurzlagi's going to have another free throw here. Marshall Vandervet's checked in. And no good on that, and Keegan with the rebound runs it down. Ethan Ty's got it.
That's got to be at least Keegan's third rebound, maybe fourth.
Keegan's doing a great job.
He's working.
Yep. So we're going to spread it out. They get it to
now
Keegan.
Keegan's got it, left wing. Huber's,
I
makes
don't
a
know
pass
what
to
Marshall was
misses
thinking there.
Nice little run out there. Is that Balderson?
Yep. No, was that 44 or Spurzlagi?
Spurzlagi.
So Spurzlagi gets that. So it's 12, just like that, it's 12-12.
Ty's got it, right wing.
Okay, so it looks like the Pirates are going to a
2-1-2.
Yeah, now it's kind of gotten the Wildcats.
Nice steal there.
Yeah.
Patrick
Steal
Wade
back
gets it.
by
Now
Wade.
it's Wildcats got numbers. Wade's got it. Gonna pull it out here. Gets a screen from Ty. Gets around. He's gonna take a little 10-footer.
Yes.
Banks it home. Wildcats back in the lead.
From the free throw
14-12.
line with the bank.
1 minute to go here in the first quarter. This
Yep.
game is fast-paced.
Yep.
There hasn't been a lot of calls.
Huber has it. There's
tied up,
Neighbor
Marshall,
at
tied
the.
up.
Oh, see, instead
come
of reaching,
on.
they need
Well,
to, again. So
that
that's
was-
going to be Marshall's.
That was soft. That was soft.
Marshall's first team foul. So it's 2 team fouls on each team. And Warrington and Trey Orcutt are checking in. So we've got Nick and David Warrington, Trey Orcutt, Ethan Ty, and Marshall Vandervet in right now for the Wildcats. Spurzlagi gets it. They give it up to Sukup, and he hits a cutting Reed Stallman, who had the shot, but he tried to dump it down to Neighbor, and it was deflected, and Wildcats are going to have it. 40 seconds to go in the first quarter.
I think the Wildcats are going to try to hold off here for the last shot. Reed's going to get double-teamed. Over to Trey Orcutt. Pirates extending it out here now. Still not going to get a 5-second call. Too much space. Nice entry pass to David Warrington. Boy, we had numbers there, 3-on-2, but had the defense spread out, but waiting for that last shot.
Alburnett's going to a zone,
they're
boxing.
really
They're
getting
boxing
extended.
one, it looks like. Yeah, nice
David Warrington's
move
gonna
by
drive in and get fouled.
David. Nice strong take to the hole by
I was
David
gonna
Warrington.
say, I mean, I know you're holding for that last, but when you got when you got the defense that spread out,
Yeah, you
and
gotta.
you got the ball at the free throw line, attack, and
Yep.
something good's gonna happen. And David Warrington draws both defenders on him and just gets
Going to go to the free throw
smacked.
line. Warren said there were 5 seniors 3 years ago: Sam, Brandon, Zach, Greg, and Logan.
5 seniors, 3 years
Sam
ago.
Hall,
Sam,
Brandon,
Zach, Greg,
Zach
and Logan.
Gray,
Yep, that's
Greg Novi, and
Yep.
Logan.
Logan Heath.
But who was Brandon?
Brandon Rollinger.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Ah.
Well, if we don't know what's going on with Central City history, Owen sets us straight. Thanks,
That's
Owen.
right. Well, I know it's not often we get a start
Yeah.
5. I can guarantee. And if
He's probably
if it
knows-
wasn't Owen's grandson, he might not have known that.
True. With
Oh.
at the buzzer,
Stallman.
Reed Stallman hits a 2-pointer, and it makes it 14-14. So very entertaining first quarter, just
Well,
like
and
what we said. Both teams coming in 13-5. The scores are spread out a little bit differently, but Nick's got 6. Make sure I've got there's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so Nick's got 6. Trey's hit a big 3-pointer. Ethan's hit a 3-pointer, and Patrick had a 2-pointer. So that's the scoring. But you said
that middle's kind of open in our
Yeah.
we're playing defense right now, and finally Stallman looked to get his own instead of trying to dump
yeah,
it.
and he's passed
And
up a couple shots.
Yeah, he's had a couple opportunities, and finally I think maybe coach told him, you're not going to get a better look. Just shoot that. And I mean, he knocked it down there, but that's fine. We'll live and die with probably him shooting it. I think Coach Carlson had to know that was probably coming when you're going to run your defense like this. And Wildcats see what we can do here in the second quarter. 14. It's going to be Wildcat ball here. Looks like Marshall Vandevek's going to inbound to Trey Orcutt. Trey sporting his SpongeBob shoes like usual. He's got it now, crossing the timeline. Goes between the legs. Still looking at a zone here.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a boxing one or
I look kind of a
or like a 2-1-2 almost.
2-1-2 is
yeah.
what it looks like.
So Spurs logging into Stallman, who's posting up, and this time he's going to turn with
Ooh.
his left hand and do a little baby hook. And Stallman's got about 6 points, I'd have to say.
8.
8, I hear the announcer say. So we're in the front court here.
Entry pass to Marshall Vandevek. He's going to take a little 10-footer. No good, just a little short.
Yeah, nice
right
look.
idea, but I don't think he expected to see that much
Right.
green space when he turns. Stallman's got it low. Nick Reed guarding him, decides not this time.
They
Kicks
get it
out.
to Huber. Then to Stallman, to Neighbor at the elbow. He's at the left elbow, kicks it out to Sukup. Sukup for 3, in and out. Rebound Nick.
Nick's going to pass it up to Marshall. Marshall's going to have an easy layup, and he misses, but he gets absolutely
Sukup.
smoked by Sukup.
Wow, I hope he's all right. Yeah.
Man, that's too bad. I mean, that was after the shot. He just got ran over. But, gosh, you wish we could have
that would have been
knocked
huge.
that down. We could be taking the lead right
No
here instead
kidding.
of just opportunity to try to tie it with 2 free throws.
All right, so
Down 2 Wildcats. Marshall's first shot's up and
Yeah.
good, so nothing but net on that one.
So Keegan's going to check in for David. So we've got Trey and Ethan, Marshall, Nick, and Keegan in on the floor for the Wildcats. And there's
Knocks that one down too. And just like that, Marshall does his job, comes in off the bench, gets a couple good looks, plays defense, and Patrick Wade's
Wade.
back in for him.
Yep, nice minutes from Marshall. So Huber brings it up into the front court, gets it over to Neighbor, back to Huber, over to Sukup. Sukup, they
Laser.
had a
Little backdoor
backdoor alley-oop there from Sukup to, was that Spurs Loggy or Neighbor who made it? I'm not
Neighbor,
sure.
I
Yeah, I think it was Neighbor. And
Orcutt's got it here, looking, we keep getting it into the high post just like you're supposed to, but we got to attack there,
he's got to
Keegan.
look. Yep.
Nick Reed's going to take a 3, and it's good. Wildcats are
Top of the key.
I feel like that's not the right score. Maybe it is.
Yeah, I'm
18
not sure.
to 16.
There's a tip by Trey Orcutt, but it goes to
Yeah,
the
that's more like
Orioles, and then Spurs Loggy shoots it, gets his own shot, tipped again by Trey.
19-18 is the score. That's right.
And then Neighbor has it in the lane, and it's blocked. Oh, and it's probably going to stay here. I think Nick blocked that and went off of Nick. Neighbor decided to try to go right at Nick, and he got it swatted.
I feel like Nick had 3 blocks on the one kid. I can't remember what kid it was
Yeah.
last time we played him.
Yeah,
and he just decided he wasn't going to shoot no more.
So Neighbor's going to try it again, but this time he pulls up just short.
Reed with the rebound. All right, Wildcats up 1. 6 minutes to go. Reed's got it. Kind of an errant pass to. Going to be tipped, and Huber's going to knock it out of bounds.
Nick's pass was deflected, and it went kind of flying around up in the air.
Ping pong through a couple of Alburnett
and
defenders, and none of them could grab a hold
guys
of it.
weren't able to grab it, so Wildcats are going to keep it. Got Boulderston checking in
Pretty sure it's Balderson if it's the same.
Yeah, Balderston.
Balderson's from Alburnett that have been there for a while.
Yeah, Balderston's checking in for Sioux Cup. So Trey Orcutt's got the ball at the top of the key.
He's going to dump it to Nick in the high post. Nick's going to go around defender, gets it to
Ethan Ty. I think it might have been partially blocked.
Partially tipped there.
Yeah.
No good on the shot by Ty.
Yeah, so Stallman to Huber. Huber over to Spurzlage. Back to Huber, checking things out. Over to Spurzlage, looking inside, drives, hits. Stallman yes, jump ball. I thought they could almost call travel on that.
Well,
he did a little spin pirouette move, but Keegan put his hand on top of the ball, and they called a jump ball. Good defense there by the Wildcats.
Stallman's got it here.
They're going to get it out to Huber, and he thinks, and then he dribbles. Balderston's at the top, resetting things.
Neighbor hasn't left the lane since they inbounded it. There he finally steps out.
Balderston hitting Neighbor. He's going to turn and go. Oh, geez, nothing but net. Nothing but net, nothing but ball. How does that guy call that? 6'7", Jesus. He thinks that kid's going to be able to shoot it over Nick? Man, that was great defense on Nick. That's Nick's first foul. 4th team foul. 4 team fouls on Alburnett. I think that's 3 team fouls. Yeah, I have 3 team fouls on the Wildcats. So they go to the free throw line. Free throw line doesn't lie. He missed his first one, so it must not have been a foul. But
ball
too bad.
Doesn't lie, Card.
But too
ball
bad. That's still foul for Nick. And he gets the second one to go.
Tie game, 19-19, 5:08 to go in the first half. Reed's got it, gets it to Orcutt. Orcutt's going to bring it up. Still looking at this zone here. They are crashing Reed in the high post. They're still going to get it to him anyways. Don't call that. Oh my God.
He did not even touch that kid.
Right.
That kid, how does he call that? There wasn't even contact. That's almost the worse flop than we saw the other night.
I thought the Emmys were last night.
Yeah, they were.
Oh my goodness.
That was bad. That was really, really bad call. Unreal. 2 bad calls on Nick, really.
Yep.
So Wildcats are going to be on defense here. And they got Huber down to Balderston, inside to Huber, and he's going to go right at Nick. Nick blocks it, but it goes off of Nick's hands.
Got to be careful.
I think
here.
Nick's older than that official.
I was going to make a comment about if you added all 3 officials' ages together, if you thought you were older than them, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to hurt your feelings.
No,
but since you brought it up.
Well, even if they're 20, they're older than me.
I know.
But that kid looks like he's about 16.
All right, Orcutt's got it. Cats down 2, gets a screen from Keegan Kula. Now Ethan Ty gets a screen from Kula. Orcutt's got it in the right
They're doing
corner.
like a 1-2-2 and doing some trapping.
Reed's going to make a turnaround jumper. It's good. Ties it up. 21. 4-point lead, or 4 minutes to go in the half.
All right.
Still frustrated by those 2 terrible calls.
Balderston to Huber. Huber with a deep 3 hits the front of the rim. No good. I don't know if that's the shot they wanted right there.
Well, it's the shot we wanted.
Yeah, we'll take
Reed's
it.
Reed's going to pull up.
Knock
it down.
What are you going to call? Somebody called something.
It's got to be a foul on Huber.
It's good.
So they're going to foul Reed on the 3-point shot. It's good. Who is the foul on? Number 20.
Number 20.
Balderston?
That's going to be, Balderston. So
Reed's
Nick's going to go to the free throw line for a 4-point
Gets the
play, and
roll.
he gets it.
The old-fashioned, I can
There
say
we
I
go.
never had one of those in my career.
Yeah, me neither. I never played with the 3-point line.
Oh, and I never played, that's right.
You played.
All right, Orchid's got it.
Yep. You've
They're
got
not
Balderston on the baseline, and who's number 24? 24 is Rose.
Rose is thinking
Rose
about
is
a long
in.
shot.
Then Huber, Rose, Kale Rose has checked in, gets it to Reed Stallman, and they get it over to
Huber knocks it down in the
on
corner.
the baseline in the corner, gets a 3-pointer. So
Yep.
24-25, Wildcats up by 1 with 3 minutes to go in the first half. Trey
Orchid's
Orcutt's
got it.
going to
He's going to go down the
drive.
lane, kicks
He
it over to
kicks.
Keegan Kula. Nice job, everybody, the Wildcats. There's an open 3 by Ty.
Oh,
No
hits
good.
the back of the rim. He
Ah.
had a great look. That would
Yeah,
have
that
been a
was-
huge one to knock down.
Might have blown the roof off here.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, nice left-handed shot by Stallman.
I think Stallman's left-handed.
All right, Wildcats down 1 now, 2:40 to go. Reed's got it in the high post, kicks it over to Ty. Ty's going to
Take
split
it.
the D. Nice
There
stop
it
and
is.
pop in the lane.
Oh,
No good.
Ethan
And, boy,
misses.
a lot of contact,
And-
no call.
Yep. That would. So there's
Stallman with
neighbor.
the pull up in the lane, no
That's
good.
neighbor dribbled around and pulled up in
Oh,
front
his
of
neighbor.
Nick. Yeah. We're going to come back. There's a pass.
Now Ty, Reed's got it.
Ethan and Patrick can't be afraid to.
All right, Ethan's going to step into the lane, get
Oh.
a shot, no good.
He's got to take that in and shoot a layup.
Well, we're not crashing boards
Yeah, we're
either.
not getting
we're
any.
settling for
yeah,
one and done.
one and done. So we got Huber gets it to Stallman at the elbow, gets it back out to Huber, and they're going to call Keegan for hitting him after the shot. That's going to be 3 free throws. That wasn't very smart there. You saw that coming.
Didn't
that's-
close out.
Yeah, that's
Didn't close
Keegan.
out right.
Yeah, he just kind of went running out at him. That's going to be Keegan's first foul, team's fourth. 25-26 with 2 minutes to go. Huber's going to go to the free throw line. He's going to shoot 3. And the first one is good.
Student
Again, we've
section's
had
getting
some
a little rowdy
options.
here
You
in
know,
the
we
first
had
half.
those opportunities, and kind of the difference between the girls and the guys is that some of the, I mean, you know, they've
Another
had
one
some
good
big
for
shots.
Huber,
Trey's got a 3, Ethan's got a 3, but Trey's had a couple opportunities there to get another one. If he knocks one of those down, you know, that's a big boost for him, and so hopefully we'll have another look at it here. Huber's gonna,
Knocked down the first 2.
yeah, he's got one more, and that's
Knocks
good.
down all 3. Dang
He's-
it. Don't want to foul the shooter.
Yeah, Huber's shooting 82% from the 3.
29-25.
line.
Pirates lead here. Gets it into Kula. Kula turns. Nothing. Looks over at Trey Orcutt. Trey's going to launch a 3.
There it
Bam!
is!
Trey Orcutt knocks it down. Coach Carlson's going to take a full timeout. Talk about this last
Yeah.
1 minute and
Got
50 seconds here.
150. Probably give a shout out to Next Bank. We haven't been
Yeah.
able to.
That's true. Hasn't been a lot of stoppages
stoppage
here.
here. Yeah.
All right. Next Bank is invested in their communities and ready to help local economy grow by helping your business or farm operation grow. Whether you need an operating loan, equipment loan, livestock loan, or real estate loan, Next Bank has great terms and rates that will help you move your business to the next level. Next Bank offices are located in Waterloo, Cedar Rapids, Marion, Central City, Coralville, member FDIC, equal housing lender. 28-29. Wildcats down 1 with 1 minute, 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Trey Orcutt just hit a
Excellent,
3-pointer.
Excellent basketball game. That is
Yeah.
Trey's second tray of the game.
His second tray.
Trey needs one more tray here. Get that trifecta. First half.
Trey for Trey, 3s. Wildcats have Nick and Marshall and Trey Orcutt and David Warrington and Keegan out there on the floor right now.
All right,
We'll see
Wildcats.
we'll see if the Pirates decide to go for one shot. Oh, I guess there's still minute 50. Minute 50 here. It'd be great if the Wildcats could get a stop
we
and
gotta-
get the ball back and try to
We
get
gotta
at
watch
least
this
one.
high post here.
Yeah.
We're kind of extending our zone, opening up that middle, that second layer, and
Huber has it over to Neighbor over to
backdoor lob coming. Backdoor lob's coming.
Nothing there. That was Rose. He gets it to Huber, over to Spurzlage, into Reed Stallman at the elbow, back to Spurzlage. He takes a couple dribbles, pulls up from the baseline, nothing there. No good. Nick with the rebound.
All right, Reed's got it. Minute 20 to go. He's going to take a 3.
Oh,
no good.
Hits the front of the rim. Neighbor with the rebound. Neighbor's going to bring it up himself. And he's going to get it over to Huber. Huber gets it to Rose. Rose into the elbow to Neighbor. He turns and spin. He's going to take
He's
it.
going to lose it, though.
Yep. He dribbled.
Mishandles and
Yeah, he had it at the elbow,
kinda-
and instead of pulling up for the jump shot in the middle of the lane, which he would have had wide open, he's going to try to take it at Nick. Nick's got 2 fouls,
Yep.
and he just
I mean, I like
lost
the
control
idea,
of the
but
basketball. Yeah, that's
gotta be
kind
under
of
control here.
getting a little greedy maybe when you could have given up
Yeah,
something.
do you
But we'll
take the
take
good- do you
it. We'll
the good
take it.
shot, or do
Yeah.
you take it at the 6-7?
So I think they went to like about a, oh,
Reed's
nice.
got it, dishes down
oh,
to
yeah,
Kula.
Keegan Kula.
Kula with the big paws, goes
Yeah.
up, knocks it down. Wildcats up 1.
Nice.
Great dish by Nick Reed. That we talked about him being the assist man.
Yep. So Huber has it, standing there, gets it into Neighbor at the elbow. Neighbor gets it inside, and there's a little bit of a breakdown. They get that into Andrew Osman, who just turned in or just checked in.
All right,
Osman,
Osman puts
a
the Pirates
sophomore.
back in the lead, 31-30, 27 seconds to go.
They're doing
Reed's
about
got
one.
it.
I'd say a 1-2-2 trap or not a 1-2-2 zone, and then trying to trap a little bit out of that.
All right,
Especially when Nick has it.
Reed gets it over to Kula, 10 seconds to go here.
And there's a tip.
Reed's got it now, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. He's going to set up for a long 3.
Oh, he
dishes
gets it
to
to
Trey. Trey throws
That
it up.
should
It's
have
going
been
to
a
be tipped.
foul.
David
Oh,
Orrington.
David
that was
Orrington.
the longest
If
3
David
seconds.
was just outside of he was just underneath the basket. If he would have just been outside, he would have caught that, and I think he could have made it. That was a great effort by David. Good job. I like the idea that Trey wasn't afraid to take that last
absolutely.
shot. Nick
I
Nick
think it
gave
kind of got
it
tipped
up.
there. Or,
Yeah,
no,
it
ended
might
up
have been
being short.
tipped, and then David gave a great effort. So what do we got? 30?
31-30.
The 31. Wildcats down by
Got a
1.
10-minute halftime here. From the looks of it, you better go to the bathroom now. We're going to have a ball game, I think, this second half. Holy moly, look at these nachos, Karth. I might just leave and let you do this. We got Supreme Nachos walking up here, and they look guacamole and all. I mean, that's pretty
Yeah.
fancy. Well, you got the scores dialed up. Nick Reed's.
Nick's got 12 first half points. Trey had 6. Ethan had a 3-pointer. Patrick had 2. Marshall 2. And so we had 3 3-pointers in the first half. 4 3-pointers. Ethan had a big 3-pointer. Trey's had 2, and then Nick's had 1. So again, Nick leading with 12 first half points, and Trey with 6 first half points.
Well, I was a little worried
Oh, I
about
might be
officiating
off
this
here.
game, but maybe they've come alive here this game, and maybe slept through the girls' game a little bit. But
I'm missing a 3-pointer.
missing a 3-pointer.
I wonder if Nick had another 3-pointer. I bet you he did.
I think so. I don't think
I
anybody
feel
else.
like he's had 2 3-pointers.
Yeah, it wasn't
Because
any-
Trey hasn't. I don't think nobody else had a 3-pointer. I'll give it to Nick. We're unofficial,
Yeah.
so make that 15 first half points. Oh, I might have forgot the one that he did with this when he got fouled. There should have had because
Oh,
he
yeah.
got fouled on that 3-pointer.
Yep.
Yeah, so Nick's got 15 first half points. So Nick's got 2 3-pointers. Trey's got 2 3-pointers, and Ethan Ty has a 3-pointer. So the Wildcats playing some pretty good basketball, 30-31. It's going to come down to Nick needs to stay out of foul
Who's
trouble
going to get in
and
foul trouble and who's
and
going to
this
finish?
supporting cast again. You know, there's Trey already has 6 points, and he's averaging. How many points is Trey averaging a game?
Well, probably about
8, wasn't
4.
it?
I don't think is Trey up.
Trey
that
is
far?
averaging 6. He's already at his average, you know. So right there, Keegan's averaging 1.8. So Keegan's at his average. So if those guys can come out and hit a few more, hit some baskets the second half, that's gonna be huge for the Wildcats. To keep that going. I always like to do this every game, as everybody knows if you've listened to the Wildcat.
Natalie Noonan continuing her great night.
Dang, man.
Just hit a half-court shot in the half-court contest. So she's going to make herself a cool, crisp $5 bill.
Sweet. If you listen to the Wildcat Sports Channel, you've heard us talk about Next Bank. Next Bank sponsors this, allows us to have this equipment and gives us a little bit for our time. And we appreciate being able to do this. Again, we'll be going to all the, we'll be doing all the tournament games. We've done about all the home games, I think. We've went to some of the local away games. So hopefully you enjoy listening to the Wildcat Sports Channel. But Next Bank does more than that. They sponsor a local movie night for Central City. They make, again, donations to the PTO Children in Need Fund. They provide lunch for the teachers. In the spring and in the fall when we have professional development, they provide our lunch, and it's always really good. We always appreciate that. They do all the typesetting and printing for our programs for volleyball, football, basketball, wrestling, and track. And I'm not sure who that was, but she just about made it, and she shot a half-court shot backwards.
Yeah, that was a laser beam, some girl from Alburnett.
Next Bank also supports the homecoming parade, the post-prom, fine arts boosters, the robotics team, the baseball team, the yearbook, and they help support the mental health and community resources night that is provided. So the Next Bank does so much for the school and for the community, and we just always like to recognize them for all that they do and allowing us to do this broadcast. So thanks, Next Bank. And if you see somebody who works there, tell them how much you appreciate this broadcast and all that they do for the Central City schools. Small schools like this, we can't make things happen if we don't have the support of the community and things like that,
Yeah,
so we really appreciate
Next
it.
Bank does a ton for us, and you just can't tell them thank you enough, because it makes a heck of a difference.
No kidding.
Stuff that, might not mean much to them
means a lot.
It means a ton to our kids. And I think the post-prom might be losing money tonight.
Yeah?
They,
yeah, how many makes
I've
has
seen
there
like
been?
3 or 4 going.
Wow. Oh, Natalie's out for some more. Natalie's,
Addie, what is she
Natalie
doing? She's going to have to.
what's, she hit the rim, or net, nothing but net. Ooh,
Noonan tried to make some money for college, I think. She's out there shooting again, but.
Aiden?
Hey, there's another one.
Classroom, he's done
There's an
8
8th grader.
too, hasn't
That's
he?
his second one, yeah.
I don't know. I thought I saw that he had one earlier.
I think 6 made half.
Yeah.
They're losing money tonight.
Yeah, post-prom better get out of here while they can.
Right. Call it off, post-prom. Call it off.
Oh,
You guys are gonna
geez,
need this
Natalie
one.
about broke the backboard there.
All proceeds go to our post-prom program.
All right, so post-prom's losing money.
Sorry, there won't be a post-prom this year. They just lost all their money on the half-court shooting. Wildcat fans were just, that's
crazy.
That's a nice.
Still, I know we talked about it last time, but still doesn't match Starmont when that kid makes 7 in one night.
Yeah, that was unbelievable.
That was crazy. So we got 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Both teams now are coming back out on the floor. As a coach, really, there's not a lot of things that you probably needed to talk to. Each team played pretty well.
No, if you're the Wildcats, you're probably telling them, come up in that middle of the zone. And,
Yeah. Maybe some defensive adjustments a little bit. I know Alburnett started out man-to-man, and just played Nick straight up. And then, probably at the end of the first quarter or a little bit through the second quarter, they switched to, looked like a 1-2-2. And they were trying to do, or 2-1-2, and they were trying to do some trapping when the guards got it or if Nick got it.
To be honest, they're going to look at it, and maybe they say, okay, these last 2 possessions was really good, but we had opportunities big time, and I thought we really took advantage of it. Keegan took advantage of it. David took advantage of it. Ethan took advantage.
If they're going to play like that and they're going to run people at Nick, Nick gets that at the free throw line.
That's got to be in our favor,
yeah.
I think.
He's going to be able to dump it down, and Keegan and all those.
If they're going to look at just the last 2 possessions, the last 2 possessions went their way, but I think we won the majority of those battles, and hopefully they stay in it. I think that'll help the Wildcats clear it out and
And the Wildcats pretty much played straight up man-to-man. They started in a zone. They have been, I guess I will take that back.
I thought they were in a zone most of the time.
They were probably in a zone most of the time. It kind of depended on, who's in.
The rotation.
If Keegan and David are in, I think they go more zone versus if they can have the quicker guys. But we just really probably don't match up with the athleticism that Alburnett has more in their post players, like with that Stallman and Neighbor.
A couple of dudes down there.
Yeah. So realistically, pretty good, really a good first half. couple turnovers here and there by both teams, you know, but a lot of just good basketball. So hopefully- yeah, one half here. We got
1:39 to go.
1.5 minute and a half here to go, and we'll get going. I'm assuming the Wildcats probably will go with their normal starting lineup. I'm guessing they won't go with the starting lineup that started.
Honestly, like, had a little extra size. Didn't hurt the Wildcats, I don't think. But I'm not a basketball. I coach 4th grade basketball now, so I guess. We'll see what they're doing. Looks like they're going with the normal starters. Patrick Wade, Ethan Ty. No, not Ethan. He's standing up.
Looks like Trey,
obviously Nick,
and
Keegan.
Keegan and David maybe.
Oh, geez.
You got family here
Yeah,
or what? Uh-oh. All right, I'm assuming, you should never assume, but I'm going to just assume that Alburnett will go with their same lineup. I don't think anybody's in foul trouble on the Alburnett side. I don't remember anybody with. I was started to keep track, but I
No.
might have fell off. The only one is Nick picked up 2 quick back-to-back fouls that really weren't even fouls. Neither one of them were fouls, but they called them fouls. And so Nick's got 2 fouls, 15 first half points. Wildcats are going to get the ball to start the second half. And it's going to be David Warrington, Nick, Patrick Wade, Trey, and Keegan starting here the second half. And we're underway. Pirates have the same starting lineup, and it looks like they went back to that. Looks like now they're
2-3 zone? No?
yeah, no, I don't know. The Huber's just kind of running around.
Oh, geez, we just threw it.
Oh,
Great.
oh, I don't. It's whose ball is?
We don't know what's going
They're
on
gonna
here.
give it to us.
It's going to be Wildcat ball. Look, 4 different people touched it as
Everybody,
it went
we
out
had
of
people
bounds, and-
diving and throwing the ball in and everything else, and I think about 8 people touched it, and it's going to be Wildcat basketball.
All right, Keegan inbounds to Trey Orchid. Orchid's going to bring it up.
Well,
Alburnett's.
it looks like they're for sure doing man-to-man.
No, that's a zone. This kid's.
It looks
switching
like
back.
a. Oh,
They're
then they
gonna
just
box
switched.
him like a 1-3 box.
Oh, yeah, it's like a 1-3
with a
yeah, 1-3
runner
against
on
Nick.
Nick. So Trey's got it. He's going to
Yeah.
attack down the lane
There
and
it
knock
is.
it down. Trey Orchid gets a
Trey
runner down the
gets
lane,
started
down on the
with
land
2.
of Giants.
Nice.
Wildcats
Take
take
to
the
the
lead.
basket.
32-31. That was quick.
Wildcats are coming out in the 2-3 zone there.
Oh,
Are they going to call that on David?
yeah.
David went and helped, and then he kind of started to step back. It was a
I
tough
don't
call.
I think
He
maybe
hit his foot.
I think he stepped on his heel, and they
yeah,
called that the foul.
that
I don't
block.
know.
So that's going to be David's first foul there.
Huber's got
So,
it. Gets
yep,
it Spurs
Loggy over to Sukup. They get it down inside the neighbor. He kicks it back out to Huber for 3, and Huber misses. And Nick Reed with the rebound.
I don't know what Nick's rebounding is today, but it's a ton. Somewhere between a dump truck and a semi-load here.
He gets it to Wade. Wade
Wade
dribbles.
gets it to Orchid. Orchid's going to go down the lane, get a little runner in the lane. No
and he-
good, Orchid.
Should have used that backboard, that
Well,
bank board.
That's a tough one on
Yeah,
that shot.
it's
but
straight up. So Sukup gets it down to the
keep
baseline there, and they
attacking
get
is all
it
I
inside to Neighbor. Neighbor goes up,
Reed
and it's
blocks
blocked.
him again.
And this time Nick has control of it and gets it into the front court.
Keep attacking, Trey. There's Trey Orchid for 3.
Oh, that would have been huge.
That
In
was
and out.
In and out.
And then
Wildcats still in
Neighbor-
the lead, up 1.
Yep, Neighbor gets the rebound, brings it up. Huber's got it, gets it inside. Neighbor kicks it back out to Spurs Loggy. Spurs Loggy misses, but tipped and kept alive by Neighbor. So the Alburnett's going to reset, and Huber's going to take a long 3, and it's no good, and Keegan cleans it up. And Nick gets it into the front court, finds Patrick.
Now Trey Orchid's going to attack, kicks it back out to Patrick. If they can attack from these wings, it's there. Get going,
Yeah, they
guys.
got to move the ball. Too much dribbling against
There
these
goes
guys.
Patrick. He's
Yeah.
going to, he
and then
loses it in
just
the lane. He
lost
was
it,
starting to
gets
go up for great
Yeah.
great basketball move in the lane and just lost it as he was going to go up and shoot it.
Yep. So Neighbor comes in, brings it up, and we got Spurs Loggy dribbling, gets it over to Huber on the wing. He gets it inside to Neighbor down low. Neighbor's spinning, He goes up against Nick. He misses, but it's rebounded by Stallman. Stallman kicks it out to Spurzlagi, back to Stallman. Now they're going to, Stallman's going to take it to the hole. How is that a foul when Stallman's leading with his arm?
I don't know.
And so that's going to be 3 fouls on Nick. That is a tough call, if you ask me. Out of the 3 fouls Nick has, I don't know that he should have any. But
I'll give him that one.
Yeah, it was tough.
It wasn't the hand he was blocking the shot with. I think it was his other hand on the body.
But
those
also,
first 2 I thought were
for sure.
total garbage.
So Stallman's going to go to the free throw line, and he knocks down his first shot. We got Ethan Ty checking in for David.
All tied up at 32 with 1 free throw to go here for Stallman. 5:15 left in the third quarter. Squares up, launches it. Hits the front of the bottom of the rim and rolls up and in.
Yep.
I don't know how that's physically possible.
Yeah.
Pirates take the lead. Ty's got it. He's going to go baseline. Skips it over to Orchid. Orchid's going to launch a 3, short. Gets his own rebound. He just got smacked by Neighbor. No call. Ty's got it over to Kula. Orchid down low's got it. He's going to go up. Get blocked by Stallman.
That's double dribble. No, they didn't call it. There's a block. They got it. Stallman now at the elbow. He kicks it out to Sokup, gets it back into Stallman. Stallman with the left hand goes over Nick.
Reed with the rebound.
Yeah. Ethan's got it. Can't be afraid to shoot if he's got an open look there on
Orchid's.
And they're going to call traveling. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That was travel?
It's close.
I thought he caught it while he was running and kept the dribble going. Boy, I don't know.
All right,
I didn't see it.
Turnover here. Huber's got it. Wildcat still in that 2-3 zone. Huber gets it down to the baseline to Spurzlagi. They get it into. There's a travel.
3 seconds. We'll take it.
Finally called a 3-second. We've talked about that.
I was wondering if they were going to call that.
I think they called that on Neighbor.
Neighbor or Stallman.
We were talking about how Neighbor the one time they passed it in bounds and
he was
never.
In there at least 10 seconds.
Yeah. So they finally picked that up. Wildcats get the ball back here.
Reed's got it, left wing, gets a screen from Kula, gets around the screen, he's going to take a 3. Count it. Wildcats take the lead, 35-33, 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Getting hot in here, Cars.
Yep. Inside the Neighbor, he thinks about it, kicks it out to Stallman.
Reed with another block.
Spurzlagi. Nick
rebound.
Yeah, Nick
We got numbers here, 3-on-2. Reed's got it. Kicks it to Ty in the corner. Ty, you got to be hunting your shot here.
He's got to think about his
Trey's
shot.
got it. He goes up, gets fouled.
That's going to be on
no
Stallman,
good.
I think.
Yeah, that's on number 22, Reed Stallman.
Yeah, Ethan's got to think about his shot out there.
Sometimes, I get it. You want to be a team player,
well, and he hit one and he's missed a couple, and he's just being gun shy. But if you're a shooter,
you're a good basketball player, go score.
So that's Stallman's second foul. Trey Orcutt's going to go to the free throw line here.
If he would just look at how Trey Orcutt's playing, if we could get a couple other guys to step up and do that, holy cow, how are you going to play defense on us? Let's go.
So Trey hits his first free throw.
36-33, biggest lead for the Wildcats tonight.
Probably about the biggest lead for either team.
About the biggest lead by anybody, honestly. I don't think there's been
whoops.
Has there been a 2-possession lead all game? I don't think so.
I don't even know. Oh, that's not offensive right there.
Yeah, that should have been Reed with another rebound.
He kind of pushed Nick off.
Yeah, pushed Reed off of him, going up and missed it. Reed's got the rebound. He's going the other way. Gets it to Ty in the corner. Back to Reed. Keegan Cool's got it. Little elbow jumper. No good.
I'd like to see Patrick crash the boards right there instead of just running back. But we got Neighbor in the front court. Gets it to Huber. Huber over to Sukup. Spurzlagi into. They're really going inside with Stallman and Neighbor and Stallman. Nice pass there.
Yeah,
Nick got blocked out. He couldn't get over there to defend.
Yeah, he would have got his fourth foul trying to get that. Now Orcutt's got it, right wing.
There's a lot of standing around. We're not really doing too much.
Skip passes to Ty. We got Wade in the corner. Doesn't like the shot, so he's going to get it back to Ty. Huber's all over him.
I feel like we have to try to.
Now Reed's got it. Going to set a screen.
Yeah. Got to try to drive. There it is.
There it is. Trey Orchid underneath the basket. Up strong.
Trey for
Orchid.
2. Nice pass from Nick Reed.
Orchid's going to be working on another career high. He keeps playing like this.
No kidding.
All right.
So Sukup gets it into Spurzlagi. Hits Neighbor at the free throw line elbow area. Kicks it back to Spurzlagi, and he has a runner there.
Yeah, out of control.
Some of those shots that are going in for Alburnett hits the back of the rim and literally dinks down into the basket. Ours would have went out. So
Orchid gets it to Patrick Wade gets a screen from Nick. Now down to Keegan Kula. Keegan's got it on the block. Kicks it out to Orchid. Orchid's going to launch one. Bam!
Hey!
Trey Orchid hits a 3. Trey's
Give the
got 3
assist.
trays.
Yes, 3 trays for Trey. Give the assist to Keegan. Let's go Wildcats. Sukup gets it to Stallman, out to Huber. They're going to get it to a cutting neighbor to,
Man,
and there's almost
that's gotta be
overpassing.
yeah. Got a
And
steal there by
Stallman
Keegan
and
Kula.
neighbor just kept passing it.
Tell you
like,
what,
1 foot passes.
Reed has crawled into Neighbor's ear hole. He wants no part of
Yeah.
him on offense. Stallman, thankfully, is still taking it hard.
Come on, Patrick.
Now Patrick Wade goes down. Oh, gets
He's out of
knocked to the
control
ground,
there.
but no call. Orchid's going to get a foul.
Yeah, oh, Ethan.
No, Ethan, sorry.
And that's tough. That Patrick thought he was going to get. I think Patrick thought he was
Expected a
going to.
more
Yeah,
contact.
was
Well, I mean,
going to be contact, and so he was a little off balance when he went up.
Yeah.
Then and he fell and just wasn't able to get it to finish. So Patrick's coming out. Keegan's going out. Keegan had some good
41,
minutes there.
37
Patrick.
Wildcats.
Both of them had some good minutes. We got David and Ethan and Marshall Vandevets in, Trey and David. So Huber's got it. He gets it to Neighbor. Neighbor kicks it out to Spurzlagi for a long 3. Hits the front of the rim. No good. Neighbor. Oh, Ethan
Blocked
Ty.
by Ethan Ty.
Yeah, Ethan
Rebound
tipped
by
it,
David
and
Warrington.
Then he tipped it again.
Yeah, great defense there by the Wildcats. Ethan Ty's going to
Come
take
on,
a 3.
knock it.
Boom!
Yeah!
Ethan Ty.
Ethan Ty.
E-Boogie, as they call him, hits
Nice.
a big 3-pointer.
Here we go.
44-37 minutes to go here, third quarter. Wildcats.
Huber's got it. He gets it to Stallman at the elbow, and Spurzlagi's going to come in, and it's almost stolen, but then they get it out. His 20 is Balderston, I believe. Neighbor with the offensive rebound misses.
Gets his own board.
And Nick's just out of the way and
Yeah.
gives it there. It's about
Yeah.
all he could do here. We've got 38 seconds, 46-37.
Yeah, that's not right.
Yeah,
That
I
score's
think
not
they'll
right.
get it finished. They're talking about it over there. So 25 seconds. Wildcats probably going to look for the last shot, I would imagine here.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Coach.
Warrington, Ty,
No,
Trey.
no,
Don't
no.
do it, Trey. Ethan's hunting a 3.
Oh,
Bam!
yeah!
Ethan Ty hits it. 15 seconds to go.
Give the assist to Trey Orcutt. And we got Huber who's going to launch up a long 3. And
Huber
Nick
knocks it
makes
with 5 seconds to go.
And Nick's got it. He's going to come back, and Nick's got a chance.
Oh,
in and
man.
out.
We almost had
In
3
and
threes
out.
in the last 6
So
seconds
did
of the
Nick seriously
quarter.
just have 3 points that half?
All right. Ethan Ty hits a 3.
Huber.
Huber comes down and hits a 3 down here.
So
47-42. We think the score is right here. We're
yeah,
not
I think
100%.
they're looking at it.
Trying to figure it out.
We'll see what happens.
McGovern's not happy about something. You don't
Well,
see
they're
him.
conferring, Denise and the Alburnett, and they're going 47-42, it looks like. So Wildcats get 17 points that half.
It's about as entertaining quarter as you get, Karth.
It is. And it looks like Alburnett had 11. Is that right? 17-11 there.
If it gets that intense for this next fourth quarter, I'm just going to go hide in the bathroom. 47-42, 1 quarter to play. Both teams
So
13 and 5, hunting
this
that 14th
probably hasn't
win.
happened all year. And I can only tell you because of this, but that third quarter, we scored 17 points. Nick had 3.
I'm willing to bet that
Has probably
not
has
ever
not happened in this year. Nick, 1 3-pointer. Trey Orcutt had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He had 8 third quarter points, and Ethan Ty hit those. Came with those 3 and had 6. And so that's what we're talking about. If the Wildcats can play and have that kind of
you've got to hunt for a good look.
and can have that kind of support.
But I'm going to tell you, I haven't seen anybody in the last couple years hunting a shot like Trey Orcutt was that quarter.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
fantastic.
Yes.
Fantastic offense by the point guard.
So Wildcats need to take care of the basketball and really do the one and done. We can't give up some of those offensive rebounds. So there's Balderston. He
3
dribbles in,
seconds.
and there gets it to Stallman. Stallman gets it to Spurzlagi. Spurzlagi back to Stallman at the elbow. He turns and shoots. No good.
Well, that shot's going to be there for Stallman, and the Wildcats are giving him that.
And I'd rather
So it
him
worked.
take that
yes,
than down
absolutely.
low.
He's a Nick Reed for 3 here. Hits it. 50-42. Wildcats moving up. 7:23 to go in the game.
Here's the other thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, second half. 3-pointers. There's Stallman, gets it out to Balderston, back to Stallman. It's at that same shot, but
He
he
didn't
doesn't
want
want
it,
to
yeah.
shoot it. Balderston gets it to Huber.
Tip
and
out
there's a
Ethan
tee.
Ty. Ethan's running. He's got one guy to beat. Goes up, gets fouled.
Yeah, Spurzloggy.
Spurfsloggy fouls him on the shot.
Spurzloggy, I don't know.
Layups.
I quit keeping
I
track of
don't
their
know.
fouls. That's not, but anyway, that's
Couple.
going to be the second team foul on Alburnett. And it's his first, but
Going to be a
the
timeout.
the
Coach
biggest thing
Christensen's
is
gonna
that
take
that was a
timeout.
timeout, and Ethan Ty's going to go to the line for 2. And we better give a shout out to Next Bank.
I'm trying to catch my breath, Carth. I'm out on the verge of a heart attack here. Just watching some good basketball by the Wildcats, and it's getting hard to breathe. All right, let's find a short one. All right, Next Bank is a financially strong community bank, invested partnership. Help their customers achieve what's next for their financial dreams. Next Bank has 5 locations to serve you: Central City, Cedar Rapids, Marion, Coralville, Waterloo. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. I can't wait for the postseason. That's all I can say right now.
Yeah.
Man, the Wildcats are playing the
Are
best
Is
ball.
Alburnett a 1A? For boys?
I would
I
think so.
Yeah,
Yeah, weren't they in the 1A state championship last year? Cause
yeah. And then
Northland
Northland
is in the 2A.
2A, yeah. No, I thought.
Whoever has to wear these headphones next, I'm sorry. They are pooling in
thought-
sweat. I hope it's Mac.
I thought Northland dropped down to 1A, and that's how they won because they went up.
No, Alburnett was the first time. Remember the first time they made it to state or
they
whatever.
went
They
to
get all the
2A
way to the
and they
state
won in 2A
championship.
because then they didn't have to play that 1A Christian.
Yes,
yeah,
the
that's what it
Western Christian or
yeah,
whatever.
whatever. So Ethan Ty here. We got 7:06 left in the fourth quarter. 50-42. Wildcats up. Ethan Ty at the line.
Knocks
and he
down,
knocks down his
silky
first.
smooth Ethan Ty. Knocks that one down.
Knocks down that first one there. We've got Nick and Trey and Keegan Kula on the floor, and Ethan and David Warrington
Oh,
short. But they're going to call a line
Another
violation.
line violation.
That official loves that call.
Hey.
He's the same one who.
It's been on the same floor. Doing
Yeah.
right. I mean, those lines are there for a reason. That should
Yep.
be absolute
Point of emphasis.
point of emphasis. Well, it shouldn't be because you
No.
learn that in
Oh,
kindergarten.
yeah.
And,
Oh, shoot.
jeez, and
Missed
again,
that.
we can't capitalize
Yeah,
on that
yeah,
extra
we-
one.
So Neighbor gets the rebound and brings it up for the Pirates. He gets it to
9-point
Spurzloggy
lead
over
for the
to
Wildcats.
Huber on the wing here. Huber brings it to the top of the key over to Spurzloggy down to Balderston. And Neighbor dribbles underneath the basket around Nick. And Huber with the long 3-pointer. I think he was affected by Ethan Ty running out at him.
Ethan was coming at
and
him
he
hard.
missed.
Reed's got it. He's going to take it at Neighbor, go right past him. And a little floater
Ooh,
off the
he
side.
got, he got
no
a little
good.
deep. So, there's a travel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wow. I
Reed
must
Stallman
be
brought
blinking
it up.
because I'm not
Yeah.
seeing these travels.
Reed Stallman brought that up, and who did they call the travel on? Was it
Balderston, I
Balderston?
think.
Yeah. Stallman passes it to Balderston, and Balderston, well, I think what's happening is that they're taking an extra step before they put the ball on the floor because they are running and not getting the dribble down right away. So there's a turnover. Let's see if the Wildcats can take advantage of this and get a bucket and or maybe even a 3-pointer. It looks like Alburnett's going back to their man-to-man and
Yep.
just straight up man-to-man. Neighbors guarding Nick, and they're extending
Huber's
it. So
all over Trey Orchid,
Yep.
gets it over to Nick. Reed's got it out in the corner half court here. He's going to get past Neighbor to the right side, hand off to Trey Orchid. He's going to run
watch
some
their hands.
clock off
They
here.
Keep the hands off of them, man.
Trey Orchid's going to get himself a bucket. They switch off. Spurfloggy's on him, gets it out to Ethan Ty, kicks it to Kula in the corner. Now Huber on Kula. Kula goes around him,
Whoa.
gets it to David Warrington,
Wow.
weak side.
I'm
Great
not-
play, senior to senior.
I'm not
Keegan
sure
Kula.
that's who Keegan was passing it
It was,
to.
it
You
was.
think?
Yeah, he
I
just.
thought he was trying to kick it out to was Trey over there or Ethan,
Well, I
and then
think he
David
got
just
so
came
excited.
flying
Yeah.
through there and took it. Nice play right there.
Flying through the air like
inside
Superman.
to Huber here, or I'm sorry, Neighbor. Neighbor knocks down a 2-pointer. The thing is we can't.
Cats and Pirates are
Yeah.
trading buckets, but
You know,
it's
Nick's-
still a 9-point lead.
Yeah,
5 minutes.
Nick's got 3, so he can play a little bit of defense
he's-
now. There's 5 minutes and 20-some seconds left. So he can D it up a little bit here. Keegan's got the ball.
Gets it over to Trey Orchid.
Again,
Orchid's got it now. Huber's on him.
Just a really tight man-to-man defense.
Screened by Reed. Trey goes down the lane, kicks it out to Ethan Ty. Ty's going to have a nice little bounce pass across the lane to Kula. He's going to get out to David Warrington. Wildcats doing a nice job here, running
it.
clock, man.
Yeah.
Not even close to a turnover yet, and that was the closest there. Trey Orchid goes
Can't-
behind the back, kicks it to Warrington. Weak side,
Yes.
gets the roll, 11-point lead Wildcats, 55-44.
That's the way you play basketball.
That's exactly that. Do that every time, and
Yep.
you're going to win a bunch of games.
Oh, that's not offensive by Stallman. And the coach,
Yeah.
Alburnett coach is crying, and Stallman held
Yeah,
off
absolutely. He
Nick. That
pushed
should have
Nick.
been an
Yep.
offensive foul right there, but it was a, needless to say,
Reed's got it, gets it over to
Yeah.
Trey Orchid. Orchid's going to go down the lane. He's going to get a look. No
Ooh.
good. Oh, man. That
a-
was like a 5-second
Yeah.
shot in the air, I swear, from a base.
So we got Rose in here. He gets a Stallman. Huber with the long three-pointer. He's good with
Huber.
that. They got to know where Huber is. He's
Yeah.
by far their best three-point shooter.
Tell you what, I think Alburnett might be getting a little tired.
Yeah, they
here.
looked a little gassed. We'll see.
They're not quite doing what their coach wants right now. They got 2 on Reed. Now Orchid's got it. Orchid's going to dribble
Again,
to the
tough,
right.
just man-to-man
Behind
defense.
the back. He's going to go down the lane now.
There's a
Gets
foul on
fouled
Rose.
by, is that,
What did
They call
oh,
offensive?
5 seconds.
a 5-second call going to the
Jeez,
lane.
and he's
huh?
going.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe no, I think. No, the coach is still crying over there about the foul. But, yeah, they called it 5 seconds. That's a tough call there. So we've got Spursлагgy taking it in. Then he turns around and kicks it out to Huber. Huber dribbles, and then he pulls up for the three. If you're going to do that, I think that Huber's not – there's no –
It's not the guy you want.
that.
taking
Well,
it.
that's not the way he wants to shoot his threes. I don't think he's a dribble pull-up for a three-pointer.
Sure.
He's more
Spot
of a
up
set
and-
spot up, yeah. So
All
we've
right,
got –
Reed's got it. They're counting that 5 seconds on him. Going to get a timeout
okay,
this
I
time.
think we need to try to get somebody in the middle and maybe then get somebody up here at the corner so that we have those outlets.
So we got an 8-point lead for the Wildcats.
Yep.
55-47. I'm not sure. It's probably right around 4 minutes, maybe a little bit under. They got the timeout clock running now. Probably should hit an excellent bank line.
Well,
but
here's the thing, kind of just setting up the game. It's 3 minutes and something, isn't it?
3:50, 4 minutes, right around.
So it's 47-55, and there's 2 fouls.
They got
on
tons of
two-
chances to foul here. Yeah.
2 fouls. So the Wildcats are going to really have to be cognizant because it's 3:25. Alburnett only has 2 team fouls, so I could see Huber trying to go for a steal /
Sure.
I'll follow you.
Who cares if I
Yeah,
foul you?
I'll follow. I'm going to try to steal, but I want to
3:25.
go. So they're going to
3:25 in the
have to
game.
think about. They're going to have to think about start doing that, and now they're going to go into their trap.
Back to their trap. Keegan Cool's
Yep.
got it in the right corner, skips it to Warrington. Warrington's got it, back to Trey Orchid.
Now they're just
Good
they're-
job moving that zone around.
Yeah, and Ethan can't get lost down
Nick
there.
Reed's got it now, 2 on him. Ethan's got it in the
Yeah,
corner. He gets
nice.
around, gets it to Nick Reed, back out to Warrington.
Good.
Setting it back up. Good job there,
We're-
taking 20 seconds off the clock.
Oh,
there's a turnover,
Yeah.
though. We forced it into Reed. Reed and Neighbor on the run out. Neighbor
Travel.
travels, tried to hit a jump stop. and
Nick to stop that.
yeah,
Nick,
I tell you,
Nick hustled back, and
wants-
Neighbor knew it.
he
and
does not want to take it
No,
on
he
Nick
doesn't.
Reed. I
He
don't
doesn't.
blame him. He's got a
Oh
couple blocks.
yeah, he's blocked
And
him.
it might have been Neighbor last game that wanted no part. I didn't think
Yeah.
it was. I thought it was Spursлагgy last game, but I can't remember.
Well, yeah, I don't
It
remember.
could be
I think
Neighbor,
it was
I mean,
Stallman.
That's
Remember,
what
Stallman got in foul trouble. and
That's
then,
right, yeah.
So they were
All right.
extending it here. It's a
Full-
1-2-2 full court.
Trey Orchid's going to
Wildcats-
split the D.
Oh,
He's
I
going to throw it up to Patrick Wade. He
Yep.
maintains possession here. Quit
And
jumping
they're-
around, Wildcats.
yeah.
Step through it. Trey's got it. He's trapped. Jump pass. Oh, we're going to try to get it down to Patrick Wade on the weak
Patrick
block.
needs to just
He's going
dribble
to dribble
out.
it out.
There we
Keegan's
go.
got it. Skip pass. No look. Skip past Ethan.
Oh, here's the thing. That wasn't even a smart play, really, by Ethan. Don't pass it inside. Let's just keep. And there's Huber with a deep 3. Hits the front of the
Rebound,
rim.
Nick Reed.
And this is-
2:25 to
yeah.
go. 8-point game still.
Wildcats need to. I'd like Nick at the free throw line. Get Nick at the free throw line where he can pop out where they need him.
There's got to be some fouls in there. Trey's got 3 guys on him.
Don't-
They're still hitting the floor.
Oh,
Oh.
God. And they're going to call that on Patrick.
And that's fine, but be ready. Ethan
Yeah,
Tice tried
Patrick's-
to hit Patrick
and
twice.
Patrick's
and
like
Patrick's
doesn't
been
have
on the
his hand.
block, and he's just not ready
Yeah,
for it.
it's like you got to come to the ball. So that's Patrick. That's his second foul, I think. So it's 4 team fouls on the Wildcats. Still only 2 fouls. It's 55-47. We got 2 minutes to go in the game. Rose is bringing the
Better-
ball up.
Better identify Huber in the corner.
Yeah.
Rose has got it. He doesn't want to start the
Yep,
offense
Rose
here.
has got it. And then
Now
there's Spursлагgy. Spursлагgy Back to Rose. Rose tries to pass it inbounds and Reed Stallman, and Stallman was clearing out. So there's a turnover. Wildcats are going to have the ball in the front court. They get it to Nick. Pretty soon they're going to have to try to foul.
Reed's got it. 6'7" point guard in the middle of the floor. Splits the D. Gets it to Ty in the corner. Back to Reed.
We got a minute 30. There's the foul.
Let's go.
But see, nothing's going to happen.
Yep.
There's Huber. I don't know. That's at least his second. He picked up one early, and I don't know if he's had one since then. That's his second.
Go.
So now it's going to be a fouling game. So they're going to take Rose out. They're going to put Balderston in, and they're bringing in number 10, who was that kid, Osman, and they're taking out Reed Stallman.
I mean, Wildcats and Pirates were trading buckets there for a little bit, and I think we're on about a 3-minute scoring drought. Neither team's hit anything. Nice.
There's Balderston.
Gonna get a foul, another foul.
So it's gonna be 4 team fouls. So 4-4 on team fouls with 1:26 left. And that's Balderston's second. They get it inside to Nick.
Reed's got it, gets through the double team, splits it, goes baseline.
And they call a timeout.
Timeout.
Not a bad call. Nick was kind of trapped down there, and Alburnett wasn't fouling.
Is Nick Reed ever trapped? He's 6'7".
No, yeah. I'm sure he could have found somebody, but
you and I get the ball in the corner, we get trapped.
No crap.
All right, we'll hit a next line bank here. Next bank line. Next bank is your bank for what's next. Your next car, next home, next business, next phase of life, or next adventure. 5 locations to serve you: Central City, Cedar Rapids, Marion, Coralville, Waterloo. Next Bank is a proud sponsor of Central City Sports, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Oh, we are crunch time.
I'm sweating.
I've been sweating. I don't know who turned the heat up.
I know, man. Usually your air conditioners.
Cats turned it up, that too.
Yeah, the Cats turned up the heat.
All right, we got
Keegan
and Nick in the lane. We're
going to get a lob
and
a terrible pass.
Right to neighbor. That was not what
you got
Coach
the whole
up.
freaking backcourt. I don't know, just
3 seconds.
Yeah, no kidding. There's Spurzloggy with the 3, hits the front of the rim, and Patrick picks it up.
Gets it to Trey Orchard. We got 109. There comes a foul. No, we get it by. Nick Reed's running.
Now, the other night, that was an intentional foul on Keegan Kula. Remember? Or that was the reason Mac was going crazy. That was against Springville. And Keegan did that.
Yeah.
Went for the ball more than even that. And they called Keegan for an intentional foul. It's crazy. That's when Mac was about jumping out on the floor.
I don't blame him.
So Spurzloggy's going out. And I think we got some foulers checking in.
Going to throw it into Nick Reed. There's
going to be a foul on neighbor. So that's 6 team fouls. We've got 103. How did the clock not move? Wasn't it just 103 a second ago?
Not sure.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. So that's neighbor's second foul. And we've got offensive and defensive
doubling Nick right now
coming in.
We should have somebody able to get wide open here.
So the next foul is going to be
nobody. What is the holdup? All right, there we go.
I don't know. They're holding before the ball even got in bounds there. So
now Reed's going to go to the line. I agree.
We agree, Owen.
But we're at the line.
We're at the line. Yep, Nick's
Pirates
going to the line. We got 103.
5 fouls in 26 seconds.
Reed
and misses the 1-and-1. So still Wildcats holding on to that 8-point lead.
Under a minute. And there's number 12. I'm not sure who that is.
Oh,
he gets it out to Huber. Huber
but
shoots
he
and misses.
Reed with the rebound.
And there's going to be a foul. Is that Balderson?
Yeah, number 20.
Yep, Balderston.
That's going to put Reed back in the line. We're under a minute to go. 51 seconds, 8-point lead.
Nix needs to stay up there and stand up there and knock these down. These are 2 big free throws right here. 47-55-8.
Right here, you play like the conference MVP and leave no doubt in the voters right now.
There
Knocks
it is.
It down. Breaks that scoring drought. Both teams haven't scored in 4 minutes. Now makes it a 9-point game. 51.5 to go. 56-47 Wildcats. Reed with the second free throw. There it is.
Count it.
Need to start calling them out more often. Play like that.
All right.
So down the stretch
Patrick's going to go out, and we've got Keegan and David Warrington in, Nick Reed, Ethan Ty, and Trey Orcutt, and we need to know where Huber is. They get it into Reed Stallman and then out to Huber, and Huber lets it fly, but it's
Stallman
no
with the
good.
rebound.
Stallman with the rebound gives it to Huber again, no good.
Reed's got the rebound.
Nick with the rebound, and he's going to find
Ethan
Ethan
Ty.
Ty, and he
Over
gets
to
it over to
Keegan Kula.
Keegan, and he misses.
Oh.
And there's still 30 seconds left, and we've got. Oh, Huber passes it up to Spurzlager. Oh, travel. Or Huber, I can't believe he passed it up and gave it to Spurzlager, and then Spurzlager, I really don't think was ready for it. They called it on him? I'm pretty sure they called there's a travel there. Keegan had a good look at the basket, and he just put the ball up a little hard. And so with 25.7 seconds left, it's 57-47, and the Wildcats are going to have the basketball on that turnover. Are they going to have the ball out of bounds on the side?
I think, right?
In the front court? Or I wonder if it'll be in the back court, won't it?
Well, it should be down.
Or it's down there, I see. Okay, so it's on the end line. So the Wildcats have the full length of the floor, so the Pirates are probably going to come out in some kind of full court press.
Yeah, they're going to have to try to
They're
jump
going to have
the
to try
passing
to,
lane
yeah,
and
try to
foul
get a
right away.
5-second call or something.
They don't got time for that with 25 seconds down 10. They're going
Well, I mean, on the inbounds,
on the
try to get a
inbounds, yeah.
5-second call here. And so they're going to front face guard.
All right, they got 3 guys on Reed.
Yeah. Well,
and
that's
gets
fine.
it to wide open. David Warrington throws it up.
Gets
Marshall
it to
Vanderbeek's
Marshall.
got it. Marshall's
Just
got
dribble, Marshall. Don't.
All right,
geez.
that's fine. Well, he ran off 7 seconds there.
Yeah.
That's a tough call for
they
Marshall.
called that on Spurzlager.
You want to go make the wide open shot, but
Yeah,
you
but
know
you want to pull back.
everything you know, you're supposed to run clock. And
So I think that's 9. I don't know why it says 4 now, but I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
that's-
it's 9.
that's
It was
9
9
fouls.
team fouls. So it's still it's still 1 in the bonus. And Marshall, big free throws. Marshall knocked down 2 big free throws in the first half, and he's got another one here, and he's going to go for his 4th. Let's hopefully he can do this. This will be big.
knocks
and
it
he
down.
knocks it down.
That's gonna.
And it's going to be a substitution situation. Keegan's going to come in. Marshall's going to check out. And I like this, that the Wildcats are going to kind of go up there and make Alburnett pick it up. They get it to Stallman. He gets a Spurzlager down in the corner to Sukup. Sukup
Air
lets
ball.
a
Reed with the
three-pointer
rebound. That's
fly,
going to
and
hit.
That's going to be it.
Go dunk it. Go dunk.
Warm up the bus, the crowd's
The
chant.
student section's telling them to warm up the bus.
Big win for the Wildcats. I'll tell you what, that's a big
That
win.
was a big, and,
Um,
that's the kind of thing you want to go into that postseason.
Yeah.
We talked about it. The girls get that nail biter and go, and the boys pull away in the
They
fourth.
held Alburnett to 5 points in the fourth quarter
Good.
for a total of 16 points in the second half after they had 17 and 14 in the first half. So great defense there.
Wildcats take 2 from the Pirates tonight. Get the sweep.
And you know, this has probably been one of the better games. Nick only ends up with 23 points.
Sorry for getting excited.
I don't even know what to talk about, Karth.
I tell you what, this is like
I mean,
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 8.
What
That's 14
Orchid
points.
at 14. We'll take it out of Trey.
Yep. 6, 9. And then look at this. This is what we talk about every game. We had 3 Wildcats in double
3 in
figures.
double figures,
And I'll tell you what, if we do that, we're going to be a hard out.
Yeah,
And
that's
there's
tough.
4 big free throws for Marshall. David had 4 big, those layups that Marshall had. And this is unofficial, so hopefully I've got it right. But I have Nick with 23. Is that like a season low? And I feel like we had a great game.
God, I can't believe he only had 23 points.
I mean,
No.
you know what I'm saying?
No,
I mean,
I know,
it was a
I
great
know,
game,
like-
but you know, with Trey and with Ethan
With-
and
Yeah, when those guys can step up, we had, 6, 7 guys scoring tonight.
yeah,
We'll take it. I mean, Marshall hits 2 free throws to ice it
I mean,
at the end.
Yeah,
I mean, and down the stretch, I think we were 7 for 8 that
Well-
second half on free throws.
well, right here
And
we missed
at least,
one.
Yeah, and 6.
Oh, 2.
Well, one of them was that late violation.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, I didn't really count. Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, we
No,
missed
that was
yeah.
earlier. So
Yeah,
we'll take it. I mean, that's a great win by both the boys and the girls tonight, knocking off the Pirates. I mean,
Well, that
I don't
puts
know
the
if you-
Wildcat boys at what'd we say, a 6-game win streak?
Yep, 14-5 now. The
3, 4,
Pirates
5.
dropped
Yep.
to 13-6.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't know if you count that as an upset or not. I mean, they beat
I
us
wouldn't
last
say-
time.
Yeah, I mean, it's just too tough. We talked about it coming into tonight's game. Both of these teams were evenly matched, and we thought we'd have some good games, and we definitely did. And I just want to give a recap here on the girls' game real quick, and let's find my sheet that has the points. So we'll get things wrapped up here, but the Wildcats come out victorious in the first game. The girls win 44-39. They were led by Emma Fritcher, who had 13 second-half points for a total of 15 points, and then Sarah Reed had 9 second-half points to chip in with 13 points. And then, again, big baskets. Hannah Kramer had a nice game, and Natalie Noonan really came in and defensively did a nice game. 7 points from Hannah Kramer. So Wildcat girls get a big win. And then the boys, as you just listened here, 59-47. Nick Reed led the way with 23. And then we had, unofficially, I had Trey Orcutt with 14. And Ethan Ty chipped in with 10 points. So great job by the Wildcats tonight. Two tough games, two really good games. Both teams, the girls' game got off to a little sluggish start, but then after that first quarter, both teams played pretty well. And then the boys' game, just played pretty well. So 2 fun basketball games to watch, real entertaining. Both teams playing hard. Well, that's what happens when you come up with these teams that are matched up like this. So we'll be back on the air for the girls' game, which is Thursday, February 13th, and then we'll have the boys' final game on Friday, February 14th. So those will be our next 2 broadcasts. I want to take this opportunity to give a shout out to the wrestlers. They ended up, they had their sectionals this last Saturday, to go on to state. They started their tournament, and Luke Birds finished in 5th place at 126, and Eva Owens finished in 5th place at 138. But I want to give Cole Silver had a great year this year. I had him going into the tournament. He was like 31-14, maybe. I got that off of the conference thing. He had a couple wins, and he ended up in 3rd place. He had a pin in his final match that to go for the third or for the third, fourth game or match, and he got beat actually by the runner-up, who the 1st and 2nd place guys advanced, and I'm not sure who that was. But congratulations to Cole on a really an outstanding wrestling season, and Luke and Eva also for all their efforts. We really support the wrestlers and excited to see. I'd like a few more, but the ones we have really work hard, and it's fun to see the progress and the success that they've had. So anyway, congratulations to them. So I'm Sydney McCarthy, and for Cody Radliff, we're going to go ahead and we're going to sign off for tonight. We just want to thank everyone who is out there listening. And again, we'll be back Thursday when the girls start their quest for state, and they are going to be here in Central City taking on the Lisbon Lions. And the tip-off's going to be at 7 o'clock.
I think tomorrow, if you're in NFHS, you should be able to get because it's at North Lynn, and I think North Lynn has the NFHS,
right.
So you should be able to find that game through their system, or what is it, the linkscast.com.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to make. I can't make it up there tomorrow night, so we will not be bringing you the North Lynn game. I've got something going on tomorrow, and we didn't have anybody else available.
But it should be out there if you look hard enough. The
Linkscast, it's linkscast.com if you want to listen, or if you want to watch. If you have NFHS, I think they do have the cameras, so you could watch that. So yeah, thanks for that. But otherwise, we will be back live for the girls tournament game on Thursday. Yep.
Let's go Cats.
Yeah, you and somebody. So, and again, tip-off's at 7 for that game, and it'll just be one girls game on Thursday. So exciting win tonight, 2 big wins for the Wildcats, and we'll see you Thursday. Go Cats.